So this is gonna be the VOD review. I'm gonna keep it. I'm not trying to keep it too long. I'm gonna try to keep it a little bit short here, just to make sure that my point gets across a little bit better, right? So we're gonna go. This is the scrim from Tuesday, I believe. Was it Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. There's the scrim from Tuesday, right? So let's play it.
Left side.
Yep.
Let's call Misery.
Push right into him here.
I knew I could get him to comment.
We're on zebra. They
We're
got
on dive.
They're
Rattle
diving.
them this
Point,
just a little bit.
They have Farah in the back.
Monkey and Dio on top.
Alright.
Ash is on the stairway. Or not Ash.
They got a tracer too.
Jason to recall.
So good engage here.
Amping hills.
I get up and over this.
Identifying
Tracer, I
that
got Tracer.
identifying that you gotta kill
Okay.
demons. So first pick on the tracer.
I gotta play back a little bit.
8 to ham.
Okay,
Push up
Diva's
top,
dead.
push up top. Here. Get the monkey.
I'm gonna put pressure on point.
I'm reloading.
I'm anti. Cleanse Ryan, please.
Yep.
I'm up top. Never mind, I'm good.
Ashley fire. Or 8.
That's Anna's
Anna's by herself.
alone. Anna's dead.
On a Mr. Sleep. Where's the monkey? Cool.
Alright.
Alright,
You guys got first contest.
Yeah,
First
we got it.
first
I don't
control,
think they'll
right?
have anything yet, but they're probably
this
going to get
point-
a tracer bomb quickly. And
Tracer-
At this particular point, identification of the fact that they're running a Fara with a pharmacy and a tracer should be the incentive to, like, if one of you, for example, Apple or Cornish dive, to make an appropriate switch depending. The Doomfist is okay, the Zarya is okay as long as you're able to get significant value and pressure in order to run the front line over using more cover down here for this. In this situation, it's going to be up to Zuma in order to get the pick on the tracer. I mean, not the tracer, on the Pharah, in order to get that. The problem with that is that they set up with a dive, right? They set up with a dive. The only real backline is going to be this Ana. This Ana should be exclusively, like, harassed over and over and over and over again by Apple, but if possible. So it's one of the things that Apple just needs to look for as soon as he sees this, is making sure that he's starting to harass completely the backline over and over and over again, and make it so that the Diva is not as focused in the front, making the Winston an easier kill. So with that in mind, if you guys play this a little bit, not too much in high ground, because you in high ground, Zuma is gonna make it really easy for the Farah to come through here or through here and try to pepper you with damage. So you have to be very careful here, right? I would definitely stay near the Lucio and stay near your Moira, just because you'll be able to get a lot of that healing, and not only that, that Tracer, when she comes in, she's gonna have to suffer from from 1, 2, and 3 people on her, and possibly the Reinhardt too. You guys need to move a little bit closer, a little bit more together. That's pretty much going to be the win condition here. Using a lot of cover so that the Far doesn't get as much damage, doesn't get as much value. Don't worry too much about the Winston trying to pepper you from the high ground. He needs to be down here to do stuff. The only thing you have to worry about is him possibly charging his power bridge super quick. So let's play this again.
Yeah. They still have they still have their syncom.
Okay.
They're pushing off to the left side here.
do we like our comp?
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Okay, so you guys are playing in the inside, which is not a bad thing, right?
Let me know I can come back.
Alright, monkeys.
Rotating center.
Backing up center, Zuma has to watch it. What I was talking
Yeah,
about.
watch out here, and you're gonna get. You're gonna probably be the first dive target. So try to play a little more.
At this point, yeah, play a little bit more in
Tracer's off to the
cover.
right.
Don't worry
You're
about
pushing
the
right now.
monkey. Just play it downstairs.
Doofus, can you get Ana? She's in the center, back.
Yeah.
Try W.
Doom gets caught. So, like, one of the things that you can't do in this particular comp, especially because your Reinhardt, so a lot of times your Reinhardt is gonna be with your healers, whatever. He doesn't need the extra bubbles sometimes, so you can try to use your bubbles more aggressively on your Doom in order to make it so that he's able to get what he needs to go unmolested, right? You just need something that you just need it to be planned a little bit better, from the get go. And we can definitely do this a little bit better later on. So let's continue this from now on. Let's see.
I have bottom.
Camping heals.
Excuse me. Okay, so that barrage coming out right here should have been an incentive. It should have been called first. It should have been like something that should have been acknowledged beforehand, because like she's been getting a lot of value, right? She's been getting, and it's not exactly hard for a decent pocketed Farah to get a barrage within the first team fight. So if it would have been called a little bit easier, you could have called, you could have used your range shield, your bubbles, and your sustain in order to out sustain this and possibly kill her pretty easily. A Bob, for example, here would have been massive, because it would have been, because since she's standing still, even though the diva is trying to do the defense matrix on her, it's not gonna enough. It's not gonna be enough, because diva herself is gonna be pressured a lot. But still, 40-ish percentage is not a bad thing. So you just kind of take it here.
I honestly wasn't expecting that barrage.
So right here, this is gonna be the after getting this wipe. This is what I was talking. This is when you want to switch. Just drop the Zarya completely, because Zarya is not really gonna get that much value unless you're like trying to like play a little bit more of a rush comp. Because you do essentially have a rush comp, except for the fact that you guys are playing with an Ashe. Ashe in this case scenario could play a little bit more with the group in order to get the beneficial healing and amp speed and all the protection that the comp provides. But in this situation, it's better for Cornish, which I believe happens here, to go Diva here, and Apple potty switch to like a McCree, which he does. And the reason for that is because Zuma right now is trying to counter by himself a Tracer, a Farah, and a possible Diva that's going to come into him. And not to mention that the Farah is pocketed with a Mercy, so it's going to be effectively, it's a 3v1 in that scenario. But like with this, it should even out the odds. So we're gonna play again.
You can go Diva to help deal with Farah. Fine. We have Bob. We have Coalescence. Let's go inside to the left here. Push up, and probably pop Coalescence on them. All right.
Yep. What's the pulse bomb for them? I'll try to pump her away.
Okay. So this is what you guys are gonna do, right? One of the things that you can do, especially with the Diva, is something that I think Apple mentioned a couple of times here, Cornish, is especially when you're dealing with somebody who, like his scan, who has to deal with a pharmacy. If you're Diva, stand by them, DM them. It makes it a lot easier, because the Farah is you're gonna see that she is very aggressive in the way she targets the his scan player. In this case, is gonna be Zuma. It's gonna be Apple too. She's gonna be very aggressive in the way she targets them, because as far as you want to be able to clear up as much space as possible. So getting rid of one of those huge threats is gonna be one of the biggest things that you can do, right? So in this particular case, stick a little bit closer to your hit scan, so you're able to DM them, and you can make it, instead of a 1v2, you can make it into a 2v2, because you're gonna be able to put a substantial amount of pressure on her. Mind you, when I called you out on it and I told you make sure to always harass the Farah, that's exactly what you need to do. But I feel like sometimes when tracking falls a little bit, you need to be a little bit more aware of what she's doing. You as Diva, you're able to tell a lot whenever she's gonna get the barrage, because you're gonna be DMing a lot of that damage, right? So whatever gets through, you kind of have an idea. So as soon as it gets called out, you need to be like on crack, and you need to look for her. And as soon as you see her, just fucking run into her. Have the defense matrix, make sure that your Hiscan players are on her ass, and she's not even gonna get that much value. But let's play it again.
Ana no sleep already?
Okay, you guys rotated to the high ground, which is not the worst one right here with the Farah again, because this is the same rotation you guys did earlier. Neon is already purple, which is not the worst thing, because he's not even that low health, and by the time you guys clear this, you guys should be fine.
I'm gonna
Give it Coalesce as soon as it comes down. Coalesce?
So Zuma gets blown up by the Tracer. In this particular case, one of the things that Zuma could have done, Zuma could have gone Tracer in order to harass a couple people, or he could have gone the McCree as soon as he saw this. But he does have the Bob, and one of the things that I would have done here is as soon as you guys would have rotated, I would have shot Bob to the point so that these guys couldn't get any help at all.
Oh, I got stuck. I got stuck.
So Zuma's down. In this situation, you guys can equalize. I think Apple equalizes by killing somebody. Yeah, he's doing his job. Apple is harassing the app. That's good. So effectively they're down their main one of the main healers. They're down, and you guys are down one of your biggest sources of burst of like consistent damage, right? But you can still equalize this even more because you still have more healing than them, and your tanks are still alive. So if you guys coordinate this, you guys are able to will be able to do a lot more. One of the things that you can do here is that you can kind of go rotate down here real quick because you do have the Lucio. Rotate down here and use a lot of the point as cover, so the FAR is not able to get as much value as you normally can. But you guys kind of stayed in there, and that's when shit happens because like obviously like again, FAR is still a thing. So if you guys would have coordinated a little bit better and would have been able to say, okay, we're gonna go down and contest and fight down here, you'd be able to use this whole entire area in order to deny the FAR a lot of this damage. Then we could potentially run over the front line a lot, especially running over like their tanks, and that'll be it because then these guys can't really contest so much.
Try to say PG.
Apple commits the meteor strike because I think he had a plan here. But I think he commits it in the same area. Will you try to drop on the tracer?
Okay, back
I think I was just getting out, maybe.
I'm gonna come back into.
Oh no, yeah. I'm trying to get a pick.
Yeah, you're trying to get on the tracer. You don't get picked here,
Speed.
which is okay.
Camping here.
All right, next
Okay.
to engage, I was gonna throw Bob on point.
All right.
And we'll push in.
The bob should have been thrown out as soon as you had it. It's just one of the, especially when you're gonna be engaging the fight. Bob is one of those ults like Molten Core, House of Dragons, and a couple others. Off the top of my head, I forgot which one is it. That charges as soon as you throw it out. You start charging the next one. So but you're not throwing it in a situation that to open up a fight is not gonna you're not gonna get as much value. I think he does in this next encounter.
Our only major
Don't
problem
lose your
is
team
that
over here.
And Peachy and it's unfortunate here that Cornish gets demacked. Let's see what's up. We are at. It's not the perfect tool for value viewing because like Q.GG has been greedy with their pricing, so I'm not using them right now. Peachy dies, I think. So the only sustain right now is Lucky. Lucky himself is low.
Next
Okay.
to engage, I was gonna
Hey,
throw
real quick, you can use the arrow keys on your keyboard and it'll go back 5 seconds.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
and we'll push in.
Okay,
our
so
only major problem.
Cornish is already low. He got stunned by something. That's probably the sleep dart. Let me see.
Engage, I was gonna throw Bob on point.
All right.
And we'll push in.
Our only major
I don't think there's anything else that could stun him except that sleep dart.
Yeah, like it doesn't seem like it seems like he got the burst from the Lucio from the Winston damage, and some Faro rocket to his face. Kind of unfortunate because Lucky's the only healer, right there. Because Peachy just died, she's coming right back in. That's Peachy over there. That's okay though.
Don't lose your team over here. Okay.
It's
Ready?
okay. So at this point, you just try to get your mech fast as possible.
Can you take off?
I will still open it up with a Bob.
So this car stuff.
What it's gonna do is gonna force him to relocate. It's gonna force him to go to cover. It's gonna buy you more space, and you're gonna probably get your mech back a lot quicker. and at the same time you could speed and look for a shatter as fast as you can in order to run over the front line. Of course, one of the things you gotta be mindful is that this guy has primal rage. So in this situation, what I would do is I will like throw the bob to see what you could throw out.
She's playing center.
Comes the bob.
Bob.
She's
Bob is right under.
probably half.
I could probably like shoot him like right here. I mean, you did. Maybe back here. The problem with Bob is like, it's a gamble because Bob has a mind of his own sometimes. And
Yeah, he has to stop somewhere,
yeah, he has to stop somewhere.
or he'll keep going.
His charge is very similar to Reinhardt's charge, where like sometimes even though there's a pillar there, he just continue on. So that probably in hindsight that's probably is the better.
What if he just would have like see where he's at right now? If he just turned around and popped Bob towards like the wall
That would
that we come from.
that would have been good. Actually, popping Bob here, Bob. I think a nice one would be right here, because the Bob is gonna
Then they can't back
it's
out.
gonna be safe. They can't back out, and the Farah can't put pressure.
Yeah, and if their healers are over there, they have to back up.
Correct. That would be a really good one.
Barrage.
So like Bob is out right now, so they're kind of locked up here.
I'm gonna contest
Right here, this is the incentive to get a shattering.
point here.
Okay, he's playing the shield war against a monkey, and you don't need to.
With them.
So Farah decides to solo barrage Ash.
Yeah, that was Ash.
Oh, I guess all the way to barrage.
Oh, she got out.
But look at this big anti. Again,
Uh,
that shatter right here.
Point here.
But let me see something.
She's probably half to barrage.
I'm gonna
Boom. That's Tracer.
contest.
Anna's up top. She's gonna lob an anti here. Farah is back there. She can't push in to because the Bob is there, right? I'm not really sure if you guys knew that the Anna was up there, but if you did, you could just send Cornish up there and boop her out. But this is just gonna be a situation where like she's gonna win with nade. In the situation though, Lucky could have just beat it,
With them.
especially because this is already out.
I guess all the way to barrage.
Boom, beat. Be aggressive. You shot that beat, and you would guess would have been able to win that front line.
Yeah, purple monkey. I'm dead.
Because like the only reason why you're saving that beat in a dive comp is potentially to save you from like a diva bomb, which is kind of like
hard to time.
It's hard to time and it's based on distance, right? So the closer you are to the bomb, even if you take the full duration beat, you're still gonna die. But if let's say if the epicenter is right
Oh, yeah,
here,
you'll only get like 950
Yeah.
health for squishies.
Yeah, because you gotta remember the diva bomb is an ult that scales with distance. It's more power. It does the max damage at the closer you are to the explosion. So if you're like X amount of distance, you're gonna take less and less. At full close, you're gonna take 1,000. A little bit away, you're gonna take less and less and less. With beat, at a good distance, as soon as you see it and you get out, or you start running out with beat, you'll survive. But like it's kind of one of those things. You can use it for barrage, but you cannot be in the barrage unless your diva is like DMing, because the barrage is gonna kill you before your animation goes out. It just does that much damage. But if you can be out of the barrage and you can beat, you could potentially save everybody. And a pulse bomb, which is good to use here and there, especially if it's a good target. But theoretically, like honestly, the real target that's gonna get a quick pulse bomb is gonna be one of your tanks, and maybe probably Ash. Ash is probably the most vulnerable target here. So with that in mind, we could use the beat there. Could have survived that. Could have wiped them pretty easily with a shatter. The shatter was been held for quite a bit longer than it should have. A quick shatter on them, boom! All that pressure would have been out.
Watch for the Diva Bomb. And honestly, watch for the
In this situation, I think Apple goes McCree, and the same thing applies with when I said that if you're diva, you want to stick with your Hiscam players, just so that you're able to provide them with the one up over the enemy pharmacy, because you're gonna make that fight more in your favor. Because Farah, like one of the biggest counters to Farah is not actually the Hiscan, it's actually gonna be Diva. When Diva's out of rotation, Farah can like does whatever the hell she wants, but Diva can just bully her, and you're gonna and you do it pretty well lately. Later, it's just getting used to it at first.
Yeah, it's like it's not us doing the damage to Farah; it's us denying the damage from her,
Yeah, and
so that we can kill her.
yeah, and she has to like relocate a lot whenever you're on her, and I'm sure you noticed that a lot. Like she wasn't as open because she couldn't. The skies weren't like completely free for her 24/7. She had to worry about Ash. She has to worry about McCree. She has to worry about you. If she flies low enough, has to worry about Peachy.
Do you have a hit scan?
Yeah, and if they just use jump jets, you could like just put a bunch of pressure on her, and she'll probably freak out and use up all of her fly, and then end up just dropping to the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys you guys choose to go in here.
Yep, works for me.
You guys use an aggressive
I'm
beat.
gonna try to push.
Press speed. Keep in front of that
Alright, we got
front
point. We
line.
got point.
Bomb comes out.
Oh, I can't get away.
I need.
That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. One of the things that I would have done here is, besides switching Apple to like the McCree or whatever, is I would have switched maybe Zuma to a Reaper, because a lot of times this monkey is diving by himself. This monkey, I don't know if you noticed in a lot of this footage, this diva is always trying to protect the Farah. Or she's trying to protect somebody, but she's never with the monkey. When the monkey initially needs to dive, she's not with them. You can punish.
Didn't they start out on Monkey Zarya or no?
No, monkey diva
Oh, okay.
the whole entire time.
Diva's on point with me. I'm slept. I got pooped off the high ground. I'll try to get to you, Apple.
The my shitty camera
Keep on
work.
getting split up, so we need to make sure we're going in together.
That's also a thing right there. It's like the splitting is causing it's causing a lot of issues, because you guys are not running an Ana, right? You guys are running a Moira, which is like the heals a short distance unless she shoots an orb at your faces, right? But this is not the end of the world, because you come in and you guys get this fight because they expel a lot of ults. Again, this is gonna be her like third barrage of the map already, and it's because it's just that easy to get it when you're that open.
I'm gonna swap all here to try to contest
But
this.
yeah, we need to contest it.
Yep, I'm gonna be ball. Try to group back up here.
Ball is a good option.
We got 3 seconds.
I can
So
touch.
when this happens right here, one of the things that, like I know that one of your go-to picks for stalling Apple is gonna be your Doomfist, right? Because you feel comfortable in the fact that you're gonna get to the point fast. But I feel like, especially when it comes to these control points and it comes to these overtime fights, I feel like you should go Sombra, just because it's a couple reasons for that, and you're gonna see them why. 'Cause it's a trend that I've been noticing more and more, and I think that you, especially with like fast characters like Moira, like Ball, like Diva, like Lucio, you usually don't have to worry about you being the one that have to touch first.
Come
So
on. It's fine.
Watch your barrage.
right now it doesn't matter, because like you guys come
I
in.
almost have coalescence.
Yeah, Zuma had a rough year. That monkey was on his ass. Mm.
Oh shit.
They nanoed
Monkey.
Reaper,
Spin
I
to win,
have
boys.
Farah as
Spin to
well,
win.
Farah
Spin
as
to
well.
win.
No mercy either. Farah, kill Farah. Farah up in the sky.
Coming back.
And this is what I was talking about when it comes to your diva bombs. I noticed whenever you shoot out a diva bomb in order to remech, you kind of just do it on the ground right where it is. And right here, it's okay. You're safe, right? The problem with this is that you could get a lot more value if you just chuck it up in the sky. You chuck it up in the sky, you're still gonna remech. It's still gonna be good. So I would do that just so that this whole immediate area is denied to the enemy team. And there's a lot of fights when I see like later on that even if you're gonna remech them, you just would have shot, you just yeeted it up in the sky, you would have gotten a pick or two easy by just remeching. So that's one of the things that I want to instill on you is when you're gonna use a bomb to remech, unless it's like an enclosed point that they're all gonna be there, just shoot that shit up. Trust me.
Yeah, you just gotta just know that you're gonna be demeched and just be like, well, I gotta throw it, because otherwise, like once you get demeched, you can't really shoot it.
Mhm.
So when you're just watch your health. If your health starts getting low, just be like, okay, I'm gonna throw it up,
Yeet.
and then you can go and hide and remech. Like I know you had to do it out in the open because we're stalling point, but yeah, usually you want to try to hide.
Yeah, I'm dead.
You guys brute force your way into getting this point though, and it's because of their target focus is super split.
Coming back.
I'm not gonna be able to touch.
Like they should have won this, but they don't.
Alright,
Coalescence comes in.
I'm down.
So
Try to
so right here there's a couple people right here that are gonna win you this fight. One is gonna be the fact that Coalescence is out right here, and that Zuma is already putting a shit ton of pressure on them.
focus the force off again.
So the Farah has to. They just killed Apple that did a high noon. But I would have done is I would have done a fake out high noon here. I would have high noon cancel and shot her roll and shot her again. Cause she got cocky. That's what she wants to you.
Yeah. Well, and I was also frustrated, so I was just trying to kill her,
Yeah.
like rather than actually doing it strategically. But
Yeah. Okay, so Peachy already used her fade ability. I think that was a little too early. Lucky is still on point, just being a champ.
You get that.
And Zuma just comes in, gets a little bit of healing, and just continues harassing.
Ana. Dead.
Lucky just kills Diana. That's huge. This is when it starts even more. Cornish is gonna come in right here,
Dead. Nah, I'm dead.
Give it on.
They're down their main support.
chasing
but
that Mercy down.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they go. All of these motherfuckers go chase Cornish. I want you to think about that. They all go chase Cornish minus the diva.
4 people.
The,
Yeah.
the diva is trying to kill the ball. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So
If we can,
Neon is
we
just
can focus
spinning,
that Pharaoh.
spinning,
I'm still on
spinning.
here. It's fine.
Crab walking, spinning. I want you to look at Neon's health.
I'm coming back right now.
Farah's half.
Alright, I'm looking
Peachy comes in. I'm assuming that's that's Zuma.
for.
Yeah, that is Zuma.
Yeah.
So Peachy comes in, gives Neon some healing.
Where gone?
She said.
So Farah flies low enough that Zuma could kill her. Mhm.
Mercy's low here. Mercy's low. Can we get Mercy?
This guy actually gets res.
Yeah, I remember this.
Lucky's right here. He boops her, but the problem is that he boops her back into the wall, so it doesn't really interrupt her. The only thing you could have done here is kill her, but when it was called, it was too late.
Yeah.
Actually,
I was dead.
Actually, no,
I couldn't stun.
Actually, no, he does kill her. Good. He kills her. Boom. Bye, bitch.
Oh.
She said. I fucked her up.
Monkey,
in
monkey,
her-
monkey, monkey, monkey,
So this is huge. They're legitimately losing this. They wasted nano.
monkey. They dropped nano on monkey.
See what I'm talking about? Like she used her ult to buy the space, and all of a sudden you guys were stuck over here. That's what that's one of the things that you need to be in the habit of. Chuck that shit high.
Oh,
Oh, monkey.
I'm asleep.
Peachy gets annihilated there. I think a lot of it is that she's using her fade ability too freely. How low was she? She
She said.
actually, I think she had to use it because of the diva mech, right?
Monkey. They dropped nano on monkey.
No. Cause she used it because of that, because the diva mech came out and nano monkey was on her ass. But what I would have done is I would have instead of fading into their team, I would have faded back into ours, because you could do a fake out fade.
Oh, control's just.
Why?
You're a
This is
control
scuff.
hater.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You could just hang out with me and just like DM.
They're Ana's done.
Get barrage back really quick.
Let's go back.
Monkey. They dropped nano on monkey.
Look at that! I found the spot right away. Look at that! Perfect.
Oh,
All right, but see what I'm talking about? Like she could have done a fade, a fake fade to bait him, and will still clear the anti from her, and she wouldn't be in the middle of these two idiots.
Oh, monkey's
I'm
on.
asleep.
Okay, look at this mines right here too. Like you have to push into the mines.
Fuck off him.
Farah,
Ana's
Farah,
down.
Farah,
We have.
Farah.
Look, try to get the diva out of here.
This diva
Diva,
actually
Diva,
survives
Diva's
a
out.
long time. She gets DMAC,
Alright, kill her,
Diva's
the monkey.
half.
goes to the side, but she's not the priority right now. Honestly,
Got her.
right now
I
she
have 10 to amp.
Take high
right
ground.
now she should be the priority because she's gonna be remacking soon, so she should die.
Take high ground then.
But she's allowed to remake.
Miss.
But luckily, your focus fire is so crazy here that you guys literally demac her instantly.
Diva got mech
So she just gave you 30% all charge, almost.
back. Get her out of this.
She's out of it.
Ampy heals.
All right, we're fine. We got this. All right, we're gonna have.
That was one of the longest fucking contests I've ever seen, by the way. And it gets
bomb
even
and
more
maybe
ridiculous
we can
later.
pick this up.
Did they use barrage last fight?
Yes, they used barrage. They used bomb. They used nano. They might have a nano again already,
Yeah, they're probably gonna
pulse
get barrage back
bomb.
really quickly.
and they might have primal.
So in this situation right here, knowing that it's just something that happens a lot, right? Farah is gonna have a hard time, or should normally have a hard time, recontesting a point like this after losing it. Usually, really good, even good Farah players, they switch off after they lose a point because it's a lot harder to come in. So I will have your McCree with your diva on high ground, in order to make sure that all that damage that she's gonna try to pepper you in if she stays Farah, it's not even there anymore, and you're able to like just harass the shit out of her and make her reposition. And a lot of times they're gonna panic and they're gonna fuck up the flight management, and they're gonna like hover here, and it's gonna be easy picking for your DPS of whoever's there.
Cornish beyond the Farah's ass.
Yep, he's up top left.
Tracer's underneath. Tracer's underneath.
Bottom.
She's retreating on this. They're going left side here.
All right.
Farah's getting
And I think you were already low. When this happened?
She's retreating.
Were you?
on this. They're going left side here.
All right.
Yeah, they hit me with a rocket. She came back around.
Yeah, in this situation, I probably would have dropped when you saw that they had the dive was right there. But you probably weren't aware because you're probably more focused on her in the sky.
Yeah, I think I was staring at the Farah.
She's retreating.
Yeah,
on this.
you're looking up. You're looking up. Winston sees you. He says that he calls for the dive on you, right? So
They're going left side here.
Diva's already shooting her micro missiles at you,
Here.
and Winston just comes in, zaps, punches
Alright.
you, and like
His jump killed me.
well, like you didn't see that for
Yeah.
he comes in, he zaps, punches you, and the jump pack kills you.
Farah's getting behind us.
If you could just hang out with me and just like DM.
They're on us done. They're on us done. We got to.
That's exactly what you said too, which is good. That's exactly what I want Cornish to get in the habit of, is to make sure that, especially because like I said, like it's very hard to like have to deal with that, especially knowing that you're gonna be the dive target, right? So
Yeah, especially like a control point,
Mhm.
because like we have to be on point. Like I can't really go anywhere
Farah
else.
is coming in.
Yep. Ampy heals.
So he chases down Farah. This is good. Farah's dead.
He's here, right here. Can you get the Mercy?
Kill the Mercy.
Mercy comes in. She reses.
Kill
I
the
forced
Mercy.
the valve.
Mercy.
I
Mercy.
forced valve.
Mercy.
Mercy's in the air. I have a monkey on me.
Don't let her res. She res.
But there's mines.
Yes, yeah.
There's mines right there. Their diva's demacked.
You got the
Jazz wants to come in.
Where's Jazz?
I don't know. He asked for permission.
He could come in whenever he wants. He should be able to come in.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he's still part of the server.
He DM'd me.
He's still part of the server and everything. And if let me see. I think he still has the permissions to join in. Pretty sure he does. Tell him to get his ass in here. Like he doesn't even have to ask.
He says he's locked out.
He's locked out.
Should he go into like
Here, I gave him permission. Tell him to go in. I just gave him permission. He should be able to come in.
Oh, ta-da.
What's up, buddy?
Ta-da.
Alright.
Hi.
Hey, buddy. So right here, this is, I think right here is when you guys start losing the fight. You do end up killing the Farah again, but you lose Nia in the process. Barrage gets thrown out. They just Vox, so they don't have it. They also beat it here.
Got her.
I think Winston's primaling. The only thing that you guys have in your arsenal right now would be a Diva Bomb, which can be used amazingly. Just chuck it up in the air, right here, and this will buy you so much space.
Out.
It'll buy Apple a lot more space to get some picks.
Lucio's monkey.
I didn't see the trade.
I think like we just should have been focused on that Mercy more instead of like, oh, she flew away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because that I think that helped them a lot.
I'm trying.
Okay.
Because I kept calling it. I said, don't let her res, don't let her res. Get the Mercy, get the Mercy, get the Mercy. And then they're like, Mercy's up in there. And then like they just lose track of her. And then she goes and reses.
I'll come back in.
Watch out for Farah. She's coming in right now. Main. Farah.
And
She's above us.
Right here, I know Farah is one of the picks, but there should be more of between you and Cornish dealing with her, and the rest should be able to have to deal with this Lucio, because Lucio's the one right now that's actually doing the contesting.
She has no mercy with her.
yeah, she was just the carry, and I was just getting so frustrated that I couldn't do anything that.
Done. Moira.
And they were just letting the res go off. I was just really mad.
That's the thing. You can be mad. You gotta think more clearly. Like right here, this Lucio. Look at him.
Ball. We got
Moira half.
Alright, more.
Good Lucio.
Moira half.
He's just skating around.
Throwing it up.
He's vibing.
He's just vibing
Now,
on point.
now Moira is the target. It could be the potential target, but you guys lose sight of her because she just used fade. This one she's gonna be the most vulnerable, right? She's gonna fade around here.
Let me get this.
She's no fade.
This her right here. Meanwhile, Lucio is gonna be just vibing, doing the best he can. A lot of this fight could have been shut down if you guys would have shut down this Lucio and then would have gone for the Moira.
Fade? I don't know where she is.
Moira's dead, but the Lucio's still alive.
Left.
Diva.
He's still not dead, so he's gonna come in.
Oh, sorry.
Boom.
Yeah.
He almost has barrier.
Diva's one. No, never mind. She got back up. She's fine.
There's a Lucio right there.
Diva's done.
Please load, please load.
Ball.
He has barriers there.
Tracer behind.
Barriers are right here.
Tracer.
Can we see how much all charge he got by not focusing?
Yeah, no problem. So
So probably like 50% when I start calling Farah.
He got a lot more than that. I'll show you.
He had nothing.
He had nothing when this fight started, right?
She got the. I was trying to. Got her out. Lucio's monkey.
So I want you to think about this. He's been alive this whole entire
I see
time.
the tracer.
Keep me alive. Just keep me alive.
I'm trying.
If we get support too.
He's already up to
Get this
37.
Diva.
Trading even.
Lucio.
Lucio.
I need help.
I'll come back in.
Watch out for Farah. She's coming in right now. Main.
Farah just came in. She has no support.
I feel like wouldn't that be the more immediate threat though?
Like in that situation, she would be the most immediate threat. But like that in that situation, the Diva could easily eat her because she has no Farah.
The thing is, the Farx can't really touch point if she's flying above it.
So like,
If you kill the person contesting, then she's forced to drop to you guys.
that's exactly why the Lucio is more important, especially when he's the only one contesting.
Farah.
See, look at that. You guys are trying to shoot a fire that's
Right.
all the way
I-
up in the sky.
I don't even think I was on point. I was just calling it because
She has no mercy with her.
Yeah, you're trying to keep comms going.
yeah. Well, I was also just like this Farah was running us over this whole match.
Done. Moira.
Look at that.
Ball. We got
Moira half.
Alright, more.
Moira half.
Mora does die here, which is good, but the Lucio should have been the next call right here.
Okay, I don't know where she is.
It's because like you kill the sustain and then you kill like the tanks and then you kill the little asshole that's trying to contest and you're good.
Where's the right?
Yeah.
Left, left.
See, look at
He's
that.
not even doing any crazy moves. The Lucio,
Diva.
he's just kind of
Look at that. Like I
rolling
said,
around.
you just got rid of her, so like it should be a little bit easier to deal with here, right? Where like don't worry about the ball, kill that Lucio,
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Diva's one. No, never mind. She got back up.
kill that little bitch too.
She's fine.
There's a Lucio right there.
Diva's done.
He's low, he's low.
Ball.
Tracer behind.
She drops the beat.
Tracer.
Tracer.
Call the Tracer. Tracer on your healers.
Yes.
Curse back.
Right here.
Left side.
Curse back.
Far's low. Get her. She's playing above point. Far's done.
Nice.
I love how Neon killed her twice. Or was that the same time?
No,
that was
different.
that was different.
This is such a long contest.
Dude, like,
I don't
like,
even know what's going.
like, I'm not even kidding you. Like the one when they first got it, when the yellow team was in '99, took a long time too, and this one taking a ridiculous long time.
I feel like every time I watch Lunar play, they have really long contests every time.
Yeah, it's just target focus. Okay, so this is again what I was talking about with Cornish, where like you would get a lot more value if you just would have shut this shit up in the sky, and you would have been able to make people reposition
Don't worry about it.
and put them in like in.
Oh, controls just.
Ugh!
It op-
That button is too close to me. It's too close. Like the back button is too close.
Mercy's in the air. I have a
Oh
Lucio.
no, my
Don't
dis.
let her
Oh, there
rest.
you go.
She res.
My Discord froze.
Nah, it froze for me too.
She got the.
Oh.
She got the.
I was like, cool. Did Cornish join? Because nothing was moving.
Now,
Right.
Cornish was here for a little bit.
Camping hills.
Uh,
I'm on my way back right now. I'm coming upstairs.
Okay, so this is what I was talking about. Where like, when it comes to like contesting, like I know you're gonna switch to Doomfist here, Apple, but you gotta think about the characters that are gonna be primarily going to be contesting.
Contesting.
And one of them is gonna be Ball, Doomfist, fucking Lucio, and you have an ace up your sleeve. Most people that play Doomfist don't know how to play Sombra. If they knew how to play Sombra, they will go Sombra, because you'll be able to shut a lot of this shit down easy.
Yeah, and I think she has consistent speed rather than like a punch and you know your slam just to get to the point.
Not to mention that you know how easy it will be to charge EMP here.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'd shut everybody down from their
Try to
abilities.
follow your
So.
little health orb as much as I can. Oh my god.
So Apple comes.
this is a crazy fight.
Apple comes in.
I'm trying. They're all.
He kills something. I forgot what he kills. So Lucky dies.
Is this when Apple pops up?
Doom.
No, I don't think so. I
Gets
think
killed
we
by the
lose
Doom.
here.
I watched the recent VOD where you were like
You're down to
hopping on Doomfist on a very long
You
contest.
gotta stay on point.
Oh really?
Yeah, but I forgot what it was.
And this is it.
Okay, they have it.
That's pretty
It's
much
still
it.
fine.
Because like the
You
only one
just
that's
gotta
there
get back
gonna
up.
be Zuma. So let's go forward. Let's go forward. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Fast.
You're on the backside of the point. You're on the backside of the point.
Okay.
They went up high, they're up. They're still running.
So Neon calls that they're already up high, and Zuma decides to like, well,
You can dive.
Run into their,
You're on the backside.
make it easy for them to dive.
yeah.
Soldier, don't try to jump. Don't.
You know, you guys don't gotta come to me.
Honestly, Soldier
I'll come to you.
wouldn't be the pick here that I would go for, because
Yeah, especially because they're running dive.
they're running dive. I mean, yeah, you could run as fast as you can, but like it wouldn't be the pick that I would go here. Considering that you already have a hit scan, I would literally, if I was Zuma, I would literally just fucking run the tracer and just start harassing this bitch right here.
Honestly, yeah. Or I could have given him McCree, and then I went like Junkrat. Maybe that's good anti-dive, right?
It's a good, decent anti-dive, yeah. It's a decent anti-dive. Like you could have done a couple switches here, considering what they had.
Or even Reaper. I could have went
Yeah,
Reaper.
you could have gone Reaper because like they dive together, but they're not always together. So you'll be able to punish that a lot more.
There's a far.
But like honestly, going a tracer here with the McCree, you guys would have been fine.
Top.
Yeah, probably.
She's picking off your McCree.
See, he dives by himself a lot. Diva's right
He
here.
dove. He's actually been diving with the tracer. Like this whole map, I don't know about the other maps, but they both come and get me like the whole time. I'm like seriously like I can't even get to point.
I'm purple. I'm purple.
So like they have good
Dude, I gotta back out.
dive focus.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's why it's better. A Reaper would have been a lot better here,
I
probably.
would down to just die if you can.
Alright, I'm gonna swap to Orisa here to help disrupt the dive.
The Reaper would the Reaper
Um,
like because you're gonna be able to do a lot more here.
Jaren, you wanna go? Or
Yeah.
Apple, do you wanna go?
Let's see what
yeah,
happens here
Reaper.
though.
Yeah, Reaper or McCree. One of the two. Save.
Yeah. Well, we got rid of him.
Okay, so Neon calls it. He still rolls out. Zuma still rolls out with the soldier, the legs. Just okay.
Okay, right side, right side.
I'm gonna make them turn around.
Right.
At the point.
Yeah, he asked me if I wanted to go Reaper, and at this point I was like, I need to kill Farah. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Hopefully.
Amping heals.
I probably should have ran Reaper.
So right there, you get the monkey decided to dive the Orisa. I want you to think. I want you to think about that. The monkey decided to like out of all the targets to dive, I want to dive the Orisa with Fortify,
Yeah.
and Cornish was able to just eat that ass.
Alright, Farah's behind it. Watch out for Farah.
Ooh,
Behind us
sleeping.
here.
Perfect right there. You guys
Sleeping and contesting.
you guys were able to kill the Farah there. The Mercy's still around though, so you guys gotta be careful with the res.
Diva.
Yes, I remember hearing your frustrations on this because the Tracer was on you 24/7.
Diva's on board. Diva's the only one on board.
They're focusing your.
Another thing that you could have done here was the adaptation that I showed you on the other map after this one, where because like theoretically speaking, like McCree is gonna be one of the most direct counters to Tracer, right? But like it's gonna be very hard if the Tracer knows what she's doing and she's able to bait you and she's able to get some dives into you. If this is the problem, you go you go with the DPS with the fattest hammer and you go with Torb, because with Torb all of a sudden you are not susceptible to the dive, because if they dive you, you're gonna low at them, you're gonna overload, and you're gonna shotgun their ass. Tracer all of a
I
sudden.
think we do go
Yeah, and then
Torb
and the next one because
on the last
yeah,
map.
because
Yeah,
I tell you guys to.
McCree. I don't know what to do.
It's the reason why I told you guys to do that, because it is a counter to it. It's a counter to like the Sombra. It's a counter to the Tracer. It's a counter to the Echo. It's like like a lot of people forget that like Torb is actually a decent hero at dealing with stuff. Whereas before, he used to be more of a bunker meme type of hero. Now he's more of a respectable like anti-dive type of hero.
They got the far. They res the far below us. Far's below us. On point.
I'm down on
Neon. He's trying to shield dance around the far
He
end
did,
of the Tracer.
he did a good job there. He was alive for a long time.
Yeah, he's fine so long. It just looked funny to watch.
Okay, everybody reset here. Don't go in. Don't go in.
Okay, so right here you're banking on
We're
this.
all gonna go right.
You're banking on the attack visor. You do go to Torb, but it's might.
Yeah, I thought I did do it.
Yeah. So like you do go to Torb. You're banking on this visor getting you something. You could use his bomb to chuck it up in the air and try and force the Far to reposition, and you guys will be able to take a little bit more aggressive space with a speed burst in here.
Right side. Taking the high ground from him makes it easier to hit the Farah.
Yeah.
Almost have visor as well.
Well, then we can just easily solo ult her when we get.
Yeah, she wouldn't have been able to get out if we just threw bomb like right over,
It's one of the
or even like through the doorway
Yeah.
and up.
It's one of the things that I'm trying to get Cornish into doing, because he uses a lot of his D-mech bombs, which is alright, but like right where he's standing, and like it's funnier if you just chuck it up in the air, because you're gonna use it anyway. But if you're gonna use it anyway, might as well try to get some value out of it. Value is not defined by kills; it's defined by space. So
In his defense, like he's using it like right when he
Yeah.
gets demech, rather than going,
Yeah,
okay, I'm going to get demech.
that's the reason why like
Yeah.
I want him in particular to pay attention to his health, in order to like if he sees that he's like sub 150 health, that's when he should do it.
Yeah, I mean that's how I play Sombra. Sometimes I'm just sitting there shooting, and I'm not even looking at what I'm shooting at. I'm looking at my health. and once it gets low enough, then I hit the button to get out, so I
Correct.
can just get as much all charge as I can.
That's also the difference between a good tracer and a bad tracer. A good tracer knows the amount of damage that she can take before she has to recall. A bad tracer, at the first time it's chip damage, will recall instantly.
Yeah.
Not right this second.
Okay, someone's taking a nap there.
She packed
Here
out.
comes Nano Visor. He comes Visor. He
Tracer's behind us.
kill. This gets res.
I'm up with Zebra. Up.
On jump pad.
Can you throw a bomb?
He just runs away. He's just running.
Ow.
Here comes the bomb.
Bear's like, what the fuck do I do?
Oh.
Oh, that was good.
That was a good bomb.
Oh,
That was.
barely.
But that was a good bomb right there.
Yeah.
If there would have been more follow up to it.
Yeah. If it was just like a second sooner,
Okay, I'm gonna
like,
down. Try to
But you guys saw that
Um,
it forced them to like
Yeah.
reposition and everything, and that would have
yeah,
been
it,
that would
it blocked off their mercy
yeah that would have been the incentive to
into our spawn.
Yep, that would have been the incentive to just drop down and deal with that, because you guys would have known, like, okay, the bomb is out, drop, kill Mercy, boom.
Mercy
Jump.
top.
Mercy dead.
Nice. Yeah, Cornish is focusing on what he needs to focus on.
You see that? Look at the Diva's health.
MP heals.
Like, she knows that she's not gonna get the mech, but she knows that she wants to use it to buy space, because right now you guys are putting a ridiculous amount of pressure on them. So she does that, and she gets a free kill out from Zuma.
Yeah, that was unlucky. It like dropped
It-
right,
yeah, right in the
time.
doorway.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went to go hide, and then it just went like straight down
Okay,
and
so
killed him.
Bungo Coalescence comes out, but there's two people that are purple right now.
There's a monkey on me.
I dropped
I'm
super
on
charger
heals.
here.
I would have used this beam to beam down the Farah right now that has no mercy.
Watch another barrage.
The far is one
monkey's
health.
low, monkey's low.
MP heals.
Far's one, up top, above 20.
Like, one of the things about Moira in particular, Peachy, is that I want you to understand, like, you are also can count as a counter to Farah, because like a lot of Farahs
yeah.
are gonna need to like calm down whatever a little bit sometimes, and like she's and you can
Moira's range is far.
yeah,
too.
you have a decent enough range where, like, if she's that close, you could just start like biotic grasping
Suck
her,
her.
or you could just fucking Kamehameha with her ass, especially when she has no pocket, and you'll be able to just delete her out of the equation instantly. It was one of the strategies that used to be prevalent when Goto's a thing, when you used to run Moira instead of Zen, because you used to do that a lot whenever they had a pharmacy, because you used to be able to charge Coalescence a ridiculous rate, and you just used to just beam the fuck out of the Farah, and Mercy's healing cannot out heal the damage from Coalescence, so she has to do a couple things. She has to either relocate or die. So this map just goes their way a lot of times. I feel like Zuma was getting some picks here and there at the end, but I feel like instead of trying to get a lot of the off angles in this particular case, if you were gonna run the soldier, you should have just been with the team, and you could have been more protected.
Yeah,
Done a lot
Soldier just he's more susceptible to dive, and he doesn't do
as much
a lot of burst
yeah.
damage. Yeah, so like when he gets dove, like he's probably dead unless he can like
Run away.
zigzag his way out. But
Okay,
Go ahead and go.
Monkey doesn't need to aim.
so this right here is when I call for the Torp comp that just completely annihilates these poor bastards.
Brig, help Peachy out.
But is a very hard character.
No, so like this is what I want you to do. Apple go for Torp, Jiren go Ash, and go Sigma here.
Cornish.
Well, I would,
To the
I'm like trying to correct you, and it's already recorded.
yeah.
Oh, that was actually you correcting him?
Yeah, just
In
right
real
now.
time.
No, just right now.
They have a run.
Like,
I thought that was the actual recording.
this works really well here. One of the things that I would have done is, after, let's say, you would have like, if you guys would have wiped here in particular, I would have switched Lucky to the Zen here instead, instead, just so that you guys could be able to. Cause one of the things that I found is Zen works really well, especially when a slower comp. In order to deal with this, like there was a scrim for Solar where like we scrimmed these guys before, and we scrimmed them again, and then I doing a lot of graph dragons and blizzards and shit. So I just went Zen. We had the most weird, the weirdest support line with the Zen and the Moira, and all I did was just charge Transcendence and just yeeted it whenever they did the bullshit, and we won all the fights out of that doing that stupid thing.
Fine.
But this works really well because you're gonna be able to you guys have a lot more sustain, and the thing about what they're running is that it's a pseudo rush comp where they're gonna try to get value one out of the walls or two rushing into you guys, but you guys are double shield and you guys have more resources. So you guys are doing more of a poke, more of a poke damage comp here, where you guys are gonna be able to chip them down slowly, and once you are in this point, it's yours.
Shields up.
I watched the VOD of Leon.
What do you think? That was for Solar.
There's a lot of things that I want to talk to him how to play Risk, so he doesn't know how to use the cooldown technique.
Yeah, it's okay. Risk is it used to be a lot worse. He's been getting some rad here and there, but Rad's been kind of busy here with some things. Thank you for trying to show him a couple things. Okay.
Coming
Yeah.
down here.
I got
Pushing it.
8 seconds
So right here,
left on my
Leave on me, leave on me.
5 seconds till rock.
That would have been a funny pull into the hole.
look at that. Boom. They're all on fire. All of them. Every single one of them is on fire. And I want you to look at Zuma's ult charge all of a sudden.
Ryan has no shield right now.
You guys no
That's
shield.
kind of pushing.
You guys are gonna push in. You guys push in, put relatively close.
Yeah.
They try to put a May wall. Doesn't matter. You guys could just sneak in through here.
I got walled.
And all of a sudden, you guys got space, and these guys are just gonna die.
I got 2 of them.
Keep it up, keep
Hey,
going.
right,
The
right,
Diva,
right.
Ryan here, Ryan.
Diva, 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 Diva.
And the beautiful thing about this comp is that even if you're down like 2 pieces, it's just ridiculous because these 2 assholes put up a lot of pressure,
Diva's already getting killed up.
Behind him and he didn't care.
and this guy too. You are super aggressive, and
I know.
I need to tone it down
Yes.
sometimes because you do it.
Yeah, I know, I know.
He's the same way on May
Yeah,
too.
you do it on May
Yeah.
a lot, and I
No, I realize that.
I admonish-
go in front of the shield and I
Yeah.
fucking just run.
I admonish
and I used
everybody
to
a lot.
criticize Tony. I used to criticize Tony about doing that too. But I don't know. It's just like that May thing where you're trying to like. It's hard when you got both your tanks in front of you, and you're trying to look for a good wall. So I try to get in front or off to the side, but so I try to rush in and do it real quick, and then I already have that momentum, so I'm already running towards the person that I'm walling
yeah,
off.
so like you just need to understand that as Torb, you don't need to do that. You already own the
Yeah.
space, and even as May, you own the space. This is yours. You want them to come in. You don't have to worry about chasing them. You're not Doomfist. You want them to come in. Like you want to kind of dare them to come in. Like I dare your ass.
Yeah.
Like come in.
Yeah, I think I get killed by this
You
Anna.
do.
Here, get the Ana.
You get killed by the Ana and the McCree there. He punches you.
Yeah.
Clean up with my
But again, you don't need that much. Your turret is still alive.
Yeah.
This is the champ right here. This is what adds all this
Yeah.
pressure, because
I'm there in spirit.
because this is your in essence this is one of the reasons why this comp is so like annoying. You didn't it goes from a 6v6 to a 6v7 to a 6v8 real quick, depending on how quick you can get.
Yeah,
by.
with Bob.
That was my bad.
So they committed Nano here, and you guys just got point,
I'm coming back.
and you guys are just drinking him. The turret is free to do whatever the hell you want.
Back up.
Cornish is doing what he shouldn't be doing. He should be more in here.
Back up. Just stay on point.
I'm gonna go high ground.
Shatter.
Neon goes
What?
down, but doesn't matter. Look at this.
That's one way to dodge a shatter.
I'm running back.
That was my bad.
Yeah, so like it's a couple. You could have gotten more percentage out of that one if you guys would have just played a little bit more cool, because you already own the point, right? You own the point, and you gotta dare them to come in, and if you guys would have more people alive, like Cornish alive, and you alive, it would have given you a lot more a lot more like sustain to the point that they couldn't just get that thing for free. Even them, even then, it still cost them a bit.
I tell Frosty this, and I've told Cal this multiple times. Like, on control points like this, you're defending. Like, let them come to you. Why are you playing aggressive?
Yeah, exactly. It's like
You can hold aggressive position, but don't like you can back up the point.
yeah.
Like, just
how aggressive you are.
That's
Get some ult cards and just run away.
I used to kind of argue that too when I first joined the team, and after we would get the point, like they would want to push up really hard, and I'm kind of like, dude, every time we do this, we lose.
Exactly.
And then we do it, and then we lost. Then we'd lose, and then they take point immediately after we pushed up.
It's because like on control, it's one of the things that one of the reasons why symmetric comps, for example, are really powerful and a lot of times to control like Lijiang Tower and a couple others, is because they enable you to get on point fast. And whoever, as soon as you got the point, you got defensive advantage, and it's a lot harder to get the point after the enemy team already has the point, because all of a sudden you're the one that has to be pushing in, and they don't really have to worry about it. They're gonna punish you for coming in, so, which is fine. You guys stay cool as a cucumber, and you guys decide to push this.
You ready?
Yep, I'm with you.
Shield on 2.
Go angry there with the turret. All of a sudden they gotta turn the focus back. There's gonna be time where like the diva has to turn back, whatever, and there's gonna be enough time to pull out damage into them.
Kill them.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at these
Yeah.
look at these two assholes.
Now they're all split. They're not even
The shield.
they're not even like focusing us anymore.
Like look at that. The he's not getting healed from his Lucio. He's not getting healed from his Ana because double shield is a thing.
Holding back.
Oh, missed wall.
Watch out, watch out.
I am
watch out,
here and
watch
I'm
out.
watching. Dead center in their team.
LOS that.
Look at
He's
that.
done. He's done. He's done.
That guy is literally dead. Like again, it's a poke count for a reason. You guys have a lot more sustain than they do, so they're already like struggling right now.
I'm gonna molten load. I'm gonna
Yeah.
molten load.
They have enough health for only 3 people.
And look at that. This is just beautiful. The come with the coil with the fucking lift. It's amazing.
And a halt into it.
It's amazing.
Lucio,
They blizzarded, but it doesn't fucking matter because who cares?
How did that get me?
I mean, that was still pretty big.
Yeah, no, that was just a combo of
That
the.
did kind of matter.
I'm still confused about how I got hit by that because I was on the other side of my shield.
Let's see. Let's find out if you were actually on the other side. You just shield Neon. This is you right here.
Oh no! What? Yep, there it is.
Wait, look at your foot.
Look at you.
Look at
Oh no, my toes! I got killed by my toes.
No.
Nope, there I'm sure.
Oh, see where it blows up?
Oh, okay, it's above it. Okay, I was like, where the fuck did I die from this?
Right there. So even though you were by your shield, you're too tall.
You're too tall. Okay, I'll remember to
You should have
squat.
She should have ducked.
How did that get me? My shield?
Okay, I'm gonna have bongos. We're gonna have bongos.
I can rally.
And that this right here is when it becomes even more powerful. In order to get that point, they had to use Blizzard, they had to use Bomb, they had to use Beat. I think they used Deadeye a little bit before that. They didn't get any value. The only thing they're gonna have.
Oh yeah, that was the same fight that they used Deadeye.
Yeah, and the only thing they're gonna even come up with is gonna be the Nano with the Shatter. And again, Blinky could tell you, getting a Shatter and double shield is like fucking pulling teeth.
Give us a rally with Bob. Try to put Bob behind him, and I'll put bongos aggressively.
That's exactly what you should do.
I'm gonna hold to Ryan or them out. Never mind, I missed it.
Because it comes
Alright,
from
check
fire.
Ready? 3,
He just walks into it.
2, 1.
I'm on fire! Holding up.
Here comes Bob.
Boink.
Bob is in.
Boom!
Nice.
Flat Bob, there it goes.
Bob goes away.
Plowed right through the hull,
But it's
and
fine.
then Bob gets thrown down. Oh.
But it's fine because you
Sorry, if you said anything to me, I was gone.
No,
So look at that. You guys use bongos right here, and all of a sudden,
we murder Boostio.
He was out of mech. Get the Ryan. Get the Ryan. And Ryan solo shatters
the brig.
the Brigida. The biggest threat of them all. Did we get the Diva?
Yeah, Diva's dead.
Okay, now you guys should have gotten this point before if you guys weren't little shitheads of being aggressive. But now that you establish a foothold here, now it's time to punish them because you're a poke comp and they're more designed to be more of a rush comp, except for this bitch. They're more of a rush comp, so they're gonna struggle a lot trying to get in because like trying to push into this shit is super hard. Hell, this is even harder when it's like Moira and this is a fucking Lucio. Not Lucio, a fucking Zen, because all of a sudden this Reinhardt shields becomes paper.
Watch for another.
I mean, it's already paper, but it becomes like paper, like
Agree.
ridiculous.
Yep.
Yeah, you shatter there.
They're probably gonna have beat as well.
See, this is a good aggressive position where you'll be able to just walk backwards and still be able to defend properly.
Fight on point.
You just gotta be careful because they are running a Lucio, so they can potentially commit speed and come into you, which I think they do. But again, you're
You also have the health pack behind us.
You're
too.
Orisa, you have Fortify, you have fucking Brig. Good luck.
Okay.
Ulting up.
Comes a halt. Hulk is eaten.
I got the D.Va. No, the D.Va got yanked up, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna let him walk into it.
There's a wall.
Bad wall.
Ryan's done. They can't push on this.
It's a bad wall.
Yeah, he kind of still split us from Brig.
Go back to point.
Lucio's still one.
Fall
Brig didn't rotate back.
Fall back to point.
Come on, can we back up?
Comes Bob. Bob equalizes this shit. Bob and your Torb equalize this shit.
The high noon gets canceled by the wall to stop or protect
So
Bob.
you see what I'm talking about? Well, yeah, you lost you lost like 2 people, but you still have 2 people.
I'm going
We're
back.
still up here.
All of a sudden,
3,
they have to
4.
Yeah,
leave.
we still got 5 people.
All of a sudden, they have to leave.
And a turret and a Torb turret too, if you want to count that.
All of a sudden, they have to leave, and they committed there. They committed Deadeye, and they committed Shatter.
I have a pull for next fight.
Nice.
And you guys are coming up on Flux, coming up on Cole, coming up on Com. You guys are good.
Shot.
Coming up, we have come. What are you talking about?
That's all right.
Coming up, have it, whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
Did they use any ults that last
We
fight?
don't need it. We don't
Baby,
need
tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
Okay, so they come in,
Pulling up.
pull up,
Yoink.
comes the rock,
Still got everybody on fire.
and here comes the lift.
Nano Ryan. My God.
That
I like that pull.
that pull was great. It just pushed that motherfucker
Yeah.
right in.
No matter, I helped him into the lava. It's fine. That works. Pressure the. Anna. Do not let it out of this.
She just donated all her health, by the way, to you
Mhm.
guys. She should have just, as soon as she saw that was lost, she should have just left, and that just charges your ult even more.
She's done.
Thank you.
11 health.
Oh, track guys, what's coming? So like,
Yeah, I think I saved Peachy from.
so right here, right here, I would know like one of the reasons why I was calling for you guys to all track is because in the chaos when you guys are finally doing well, all tracking fell off, and this is gonna come up, and like also like those are gonna be super impactful to the point where like you want to make sure that you have a counter for it. Otherwise, what the fuck are you doing? You know.
What would have been the good counter for it? Bongos?
You could
Since I can fortify through it and just dish out
Probably
damage.
rally.
you could do a pre-rally as soon as they come in, and to try to hold them away, try to put a little bit further back, spread out more, so that not everybody gets caught in it.
Yep, watch the
And
shatter.
throw a preemptive healing orb.
Correct. This Lucio decided to like he had a touch because you guys are already 99%, but I don't think they touched because I think they get halted and rocked backwards.
Save number 3.
Pulling up again. Yanked. Here comes bomb.
Oh,
Rocked.
wow.
No, I think the halt just stopped him,
Mhm.
and then the May cucked him.
So
Oh, next.
that's a situation where like it would have been a lot easier if it would have been you guys would have played it exactly how for what the comp actually is and as a poke comp, and it would have been harder for them to get in. There's a couple times they were able to get in for free just because you guys weren't playing like you should have. Where it's like you guys are a poke comp, but that's still a bunker comp. So you guys don't have to worry about like, well, I'm gonna go all the way over here by myself, or I'm gonna go over here by myself, whatever. And like, getting picked here and there is not the worst thing for this comp because it has a lot of sustain and a lot of poke and a lot of damage, and you always have the 7th and 8th man for you whenever possible. And those ults charge super quick. So, not the end of the
I'd like to
comp.
point out
So like
that Torb's voice line in Spanish is fucking terrifying.
everything in Spanish is.
What does he even say? It just sounds like he's just screaming at the top of his lungs.
I like Junkrat. He sounds drunk. Drunkrat.
That sounds pretty right.
That was like an hour VOD review for
It
like.
depends on their composition.
that much.
If they're running more flanky heroes like their Tracer, then you'd be.
Okay, this is, I believe,
Snap. If they're running
is
mainly brawl, you'd probably
They're,
try to be up with me. Because I'm
Speed
fine
running?
until I start getting ran
yeah,
over.
the speed running.
One of the things that you guys, this is Hanamura, right? So one of the things you guys gotta always think about.
Yeah, it is the speed run.
Yeah,
Yeah, we weren't fast enough to swap to Bastion to stop the speed run on the right side. I
Yeah,
think
so
that's
so
what
like
kind of shot us.
so like I'm gonna skip all this shit because this is just standard bullshit with Symmetra. You just have to be able to relocate really well and establish a foothold in the point in order to defend against it better. And you guys got caught with your pants down and got blocked and picked because that's what this comp is designed to do. But like one of the things that you can do right here, let me see, they already have it. Instantly switch to Bastion. Go up here, have that bunker, have you guys have the BAP, whatever. They're gonna come in. You guys are just gonna pepper the fuck out of them. They got nothing here they got nothing here, nothing that can go
That
up,
can reach
that
us.
can go up and reach you. The only one that's gonna be able to, the only one that even needs to drop here will probably be your Orisa, and and that's about it. Like maybe you're the DPS, or you need to maybe a Lucio or whatever. But up here, this Bastion is like gonna be left completely unmolested to the point that he's gonna knock this shit completely out. And we used to do this shit with goats. It used to be funny.
Hey, go Bastion. Let me go Bastion. Play on the top left. Real quick. Pass.
Coming right side, right side.
It's one of
Yeah, it was like right. It was like, hey, Bastion, and then they're already here.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
I
fucked.
don't think I have time to sit up.
I'm amping heals, amping heals. Trying to get some.
See, look at that. Look at all that free pressure.
Yeah, I had to drop down to contest.
Well,
Take
we
it.
were deciding on comp too late
Yeah.
while they were already like teleporting.
Well, like it's
And I had a feeling they were gonna go right because that's what Symmetras usually do is teleport right. And that's why I was already down there because I was waiting for them.
yeah. But
Or maybe I was up top and I dropped down once I saw them. I don't remember.
Let's find out.
So you can
Yeah,
probably
you can probably
play,
switch to Lucio if you want.
or even.
There he is right there.
They're probably gonna teleport 2 point. I don't
Yeah,
see them.
straight
Hey, go
on.
Bastion.
You're already
Go
on
Bastion,
point.
Play on the top left.
Yeah, I just wait down here.
Coming right side, right side.
Right side. Yep.
I don't think I have time to sit up.
I'm amping
But
heals,
normally, if they keep running the Symmetra, they usually either teleport right or they'll teleport 2 point or something.
Yeah, that's why Bastion works so well. Is because they put themselves in a choke that a bullet hose just
Yeah.
eats alive.
Yeah,
Like
that
if you
they
throw
can't
even a
reach.
windows or even bongos in Bastion, it just destroys
Everybody's
the
dead.
even the sim wall gets melted by it.
Oh, I know. I've
And
seen.
a lot of times they don't even expect it. They don't really have anything here that can deal with it really, because they're running double shields. They're running all this shit. The only thing they could possibly do is put up a window, and all you gotta do is just reposition yourself a little bit, and you still be able to pepper them. They're gonna be stuck right here. They can't move out of there, and all of a sudden they're in trouble. Because it takes them a while to even put up the wall.
Yeah, I mean, if I think if we would have brought out Bastion a little earlier, if we thought about it while they were taking point, then we probably could have been set up a little bit.
Yeah, so
easier.
it's one of the things that counters this shit really easily. So I need you guys to like, as soon as you guys lose it to this type of cheese, just instantly switch.
Yeah,
I'm amping heals, amping
Bastion
heals.
time. Yeah.
Trying to get some.
So like, don't need to like really look more into this. This is just they
Yeah.
have it.
Wait, Sola's old coach from old team, right?
So it was like old coach from old team, old.
Okay, so Rad is trying to get him as a replacement then. Okay. Oh my fucking knees. Hey Post,
Yo,
if you ever have to rewire a trailer, don't invite me.
I mean, that's easy enough. I don't drive.
Let's go.
Don't you think like didn't they just invite Soul to play comp that one day or no?
I don't know.
Because I was asking Frosty about it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we were playing comp."
Probably comp only.
Yeah, he said comp when I was talking to him.
Oh.
Okay, so you guys are attacking with the usual.
The
Yeah.
huge.
Against this, I will instead of running with a Zarya, you could run this with a Rhine and a Sigma instead, because they are kind of pokish.
Yeah, you can throw your shield at the turret or something, and they're not gonna like turn around to shoot the shield because they're gonna be focused on us. So it's like that shield is kind of denying their 7th man.
Also, identifying that they have this is a good incentive to run a Fara.
Clear comms, clear comms.
Clear comms.
But
Everybody was talking about bullshit.
Yeah, Sigma as well. Torb.
good job using the Rhine tech.
Man, I'm like, yeah, I'm abusing this now.
I'm on speed.
You guys go.
Yeah, and then we get separated, and then we get screwed on
I
this.
think, I
Like,
think Peachy dies because she's too late on it.
yeah.
Just stay over there. Just stay over there.
No, Cornish.
What
dies.
about using like when you hold shield and then using the left click?
That's what he did.
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
So look, you'll see me like kind of sit like sideways to a wall, like that.
Backwards. So
I'm
that they can't see your
looking
shield.
around the wall in third
I see.
person
I see.
Sigma as well.
for May,
Yeah.
and it also lets you freely look around to see where their position is.
Yeah, you can look to see where your healers are positioned.
I think this engagement, like, we weren't all ready to run through or something. Like, I think most of the team weren't ready for what we were trying to do or didn't understand, because we had 2 people that were separated that they didn't hug us when we
Yeah,
ran.
and then we just kind of posted up on the stairs trying to wait for them to get back.
But this is still decent because you got your main force already through, right?
We gotta wait for Cornish here. Wait for Cornish to get in before we push.
Right now, you guys are creating off angles at this point.
And you,
Which I mean,
which
we also buy space for them too
Okay,
by
which-
making them do a full
which
rotation.
can work really well because all of a sudden you have this Ashe here, and the Zarya that could just walk in for free.
And the Hanzo's by himself.
Yeah. So you guys are playing the point.
Holding their
Turret's already dead. Good job.
Try to pull their aggression to me so that our healer
Why would
and
he-
Cornish can get in. What?
Why is he bubbling himself?
I don't know. Oh, it's because Arissa looked at him and then I said I was pulling attention to me and bubbled.
Oh,
Like if you look, just scroll back a little bit. Arissa shot him and I guess he panic bubbled.
holding their
Ah, I see,
Like
I see.
right there, she's shooting and then I step in and I grab her aggression.
Okay, okay.
Get the Torb. Get the Torb.
Torb gets.
I don't think it's worth using bubble though.
Get the midget.
I think he just needs to look at his health more
Yeah.
as an option.
Yeah.
Since he has so much health, he can like sustain some damage, and then when he gets halfway, then he could bubble.
And then look where the Hanzo is.
Yeah.
Right there.
But you lose.
Just getting-
But you just lost Apple right here. Jiren is fighting the Hanzo. You did get rid of the turret. You did get rid of Immortality Field.
Get him out.
And Arissa was. Oh, she was frozen. I think.
I've been discorded.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was on the other side. I think I shouldn't have done that.
And
Yeah,
then
see the dead
Sigma
body.
gave Hanzo free range to just rip into us with that shield.
Okay.
So instead of probably fighting on the left side of point, it would probably been better to fight on the right side
It
of the bell.
probably would have been, yeah, because you could use the bell as natural cover.
They're gonna have a
They also don't have a boop for
It's
us.
definitely going to have the Torb, too. Torb solution.
See, the problem.
Torb sploosh.
The problem with running the Zarya Rhine is, even though it's really good if you know how to take advantage of it, it's hard because you have
You need to get
you have to go in there quick. You have to like be aggro as shit, and if they shields, you just gotta go past them. You don't have the sustain to deal with the poke war because you're not gonna win it. They're gonna win it. They have
And they're creating a lot of off angles too. So the Sigma shield would help shield us as we're pushing in.
Everything.
They're holding boats again.
You guys have a Junkrat, which is good for shield break and good for creating this mayhem.
Going right again?
You don't go in.
We're just gonna rush.
I see what you did there because Junkrat's total mayhem.
2, 1, speeding. Speeding.
You guys get cut by the hot dragon.
Okay. That was quite unlucky.
We got full dragon.
But this is good for you guys right here because even though they wiped you, you're already wiping people. Look at that. And I believe you guys win. As crazy as it is, you guys win this fucking fight.
Look what's left.
Still up.
It's 3.
We still are up here.
And it's Zarya and our healer.
Kill Zen, call
Cornish
target.
alive.
Call target.
Cornish. Get
Call
Cornish up.
targets.
I can't.
For
Peachy's just panicked. Because it's just this. I mean, a Zarya v Sigma, Zarya should win.
Yeah.
No, hands down.
So like,
Well, yeah, you have a healer too. So
yeah, you have a healer. Yeah.
That too.
So like right there,
What happened to Hans though?
Hanzo got blown up. Like I show you.
yeah, he got blown up by Peachy, I think, by the coalescence.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I saw it. Right, you passed
So
it.
this is how this fight. This is how this fight starts. Let's slow it.
3 down, and we will finish 2 up.
Let's slow it down to like 0.5. Let's give it.
Oh my
let's put it at 0.2. Let's give it the Kefri look, right?
Oh no.
So here it comes.
1 speed as we're in it.
Coalescence keeps some of you guys up. Some of you guys up.
Rock comes in. Junkrat eats shit. Halt comes in. Halts us into it.
So you're already, like Cornish already deals with the
Arista.
Orisa. So they're already down 4 people. You guys are down 3, but they're already down 4 people. Any kills that you get on the attack favors the attack because the attack spawns are a lot closer than defense. So she's peppering. Immortality's field is dead.
Turns back. Oh no.
So
and then I died to Aloe.
So all that's left right now against these 4 people right now is 2 people with hope and a dream. But unfortunately,
well, that hope and a dream keeps them alive.
Unfortunately for them, it's a Moira and a 100 charge Zarya.
Yeah, just like fucking so much damage and healing.
Look at that. So already equalized. Boom. Two people die. Like the Hanzo died to the coalescence. Cornish is just ripping people apart right now.
Ripping limbs off. Like a panoramic view of this. Just slips right in.
Look at that. Like, just kill the Torb instantly. Bap is dead. All that's left right now, because this guy's gonna die. All that's left right now is gonna be the Sigma.
Poor Zen. Look at Zen. He's just like right there, like and he bubbles again.
He tries to run.
We're up here.
Yeah, this Zen is like, oh no, oh kill Zen.
Kill Zen. Keep Cornish alive. I'm trying.
Call target.
There's only one target.
She's like, I don't know, Drake.
I didn't realize we killed.
I can't.
I didn't realize that they only had 1 person left. So I just
I
kept
see
going,
the
call targets.
I saw the kill feed, and I'm like, this is winnable. He's like, oh no, and we're all, look at the mob that's coming in now. You have a Lucio and a Junkrat coming in to fuck his face. And the Moira ends up getting killed.
So that's that was the Kefri look. It was only Sigma. That's okay. And all you guys use was coalescence.
Coalescence.
Frosty wants to be dragged over from VOD reviews and Solar to Lunar.
Tell him to eat shit. Oh, hi, Frosty.
So you guys get that, and we're gonna go in here.
If they're holding close on top right, we're gonna use a blizzard on them, right?
I like that.
If they're holding top right, so we're gonna walk in and we're gonna blizzard, right?
Yep. Okay.
I'm like, right, guys, right? Trying to get the yes, and then this flank is what just confuses everybody.
Here comes the come.
They use it on left side, amping heals.
Good wall.
Okay, I'm gonna regen my shield here. Just let it, just play passive here. Play safe.
You guys just dealt with an ult by just walking backwards. So good job.
Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
But Apple gets caught by the Hanzo.
Hanzo was on the left, and he wall climbed the wall right there, and then just shot me in the head.
I see him.
And there's the walls, which we should have just backed out again. Which we did.
Burn their ults.
You have no DPS.
I mean, this
That's,
best case
We're all
scenario.
kind of stuck
This kind
there
of best
when
case
they push
scenario
up.
in a way. You guys are dealing with ults, whatever. But like right here, this is when you guys are gonna be
We're
resetting.
gonna have
Is it okay if we can we drop down? Drop down.
Yeah, just reset. At this point, you just reset.
drop,
It
drop,
was
drop.
fun though.
But they had to commit
No.
this
Another one we
too.
just forced out of them, it's fine.
This is because this is a win.
This is fine. This is fine. Everything's on fire. This is fine.
Because this is a win. Because they
They just used 3 ults to kill our team.
which you guys all they had to do was literally walk forward and kill you guys, and they decided like, oh, let's commit this and this and this and this and this. Like,
The thing they're gonna have
okay.
is Transcendence and Dragons and Bongos. Alright, we just forced 3 ults out.
Yep.
Let's go for
3 ults at the cost of nothing. Meanwhile, look at this.
We're walking in on a 6-stack,
No,
I could do an
6-pack, baby.
Let's hold Grav after Transcendence pops. Save B for the Dragons to use Ice or Blizzard to try to.
Oh man, we're rocking that 1080p now.
Yeah, I upped the quality of my stream.
Left side, left side.
Left side,
Focus
left
these
side,
guys down. There's Dragons.
And then he got lucky, got fucked by the. Or didn't he? Wasn't able to drop beat in that time, I guess.
I'm gonna die here.
No, yeah, he was the first one to go, so.
Yeah. So it's like the entire game plan was beat for dragons,
Yeah.
and then
Well, like,
as soon as Trance was up,
well,
Grav.
well, like this is the thing though. It's like right now you guys are playing very one dimensional, where you guys are trying to push the right area a lot over and over. I think that was your third attempt to trying to go right. I think
Yeah.
I think Apple calls for like just go main.
Let's go main, I'll freeze.
Yeah, because at that point, you guys don't want to be that team that just decides to just continuously pushes to in one area, and one area only. They're gonna expect you, and it's a lot harder to walk in there considering what they have, because they're gonna have sploosh. They can rock you, they can flank you. Hanzo can just pepper you with
Yeah.
arrows.
Left side that I'm talking about. The Sigma and the Hanzo, right?
Maybe we should just try to speed main because we're on top of
I was worried about doing a bot review without quick IGG, but I'm fine with it.
And we're gonna beat us.
I just got.
Alright. Hanzo's
Did
right
no
here.
rock for a second?
Establish a full hold.
Was not hoping for.
Turret is dead.
Blizzard on this corner. To get this Orisa.
Kill the point.
I'll go down main.
Stay on point, stay on point, stay on point.
It comes to Tire. Tire kills the Sigma,
They're still up top.
and they forget to.
The
And,
Rissa didn't drop.
They just let us have it, yeah. I didn't even need to use freeze.
yeah, so like right there, that's exactly what you guys need to do, and you guys did finish up over a minute, but it would have been a little bit better if you guys didn't continue to try to push to the right side. It could be a little cleaner. Not a bad attack, honestly, considering that you guys were running the Symmetra. When it comes to tournament play, though, I expect you guys to run the Symmetra. It's just the better.
Mandatory.
It's the better thing to do.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good to practice not having her because they're gonna be like a lot of tournaments still adhere to the ban system, and you never know if that bitch is banned that particular day. And not to mention that some tournaments do their own bans, where like they ban certain heroes themselves aside from like different things. So I'm glad you guys have. Yeah. No one wants to hear you talk, Elvin. You talk too much, Elvin. Fuck. Can someone shut this guy up? You wink. Always think.
I did
Damn!
it.
Holy shit! He keeps talking.
Who's Elvin?
Me.
Mute him!
Oh.
Yeah, let's do.
Jeez, this Elvin guy, this post guy, doesn't shut the
Or do
fuck
you
up.
want Mora? Or
No, he's just so
I
obnoxious.
know. Fuck this guy. How do you guys deal with him?
I almost wanted to say double main heal.
I don't know. I guess he's a coach in some shape or form.
You mean a washed up player that pretends to be a coach?
Goes in.
Okay.
Makes sense. I guess it makes sense.
Do you want me to go Zen?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is when I called for the sort of another poke comp that's a little bit better.
No.
I will argue probably that the McCree is probably the weaker point of this particular comp, or like an Ash will probably be a much better one, or even a Widow. This is a Widow map. But the McCree you're at least gonna be playing with your with your support line and everything. So if they have anything that's divey, you're not really gonna die to it. So.
That's what we're expecting from Bar.
I'm gonna put my shield right.
Holding courtyard is not the worst thing in the world. So it's good.
You should just you should save your shield for when we need it. See, like right now.
Peachy having high ground already, which is great. Peachy can add any type of because of the way she is right now, she can shoot over shields pretty easily and be able to get some damage here, be able to get some off angle orbs. So I actually like the high ground a lot.
They just had a fair that was in the
shield.
McCree's discorded. I'm gonna try putting on their tanks.
Pulling up. Have we yanked the D.Va? My shield's down.
Discorded.
Gotta get that timing down for the whole rock combo a little bit better, but
D.Va looks like she's going right.
they're going right, so you guys decide like, okay, no problem, dude.
They're going all the way around. Oh no.
Hi, dudes. Hi.
Ryan's discorded.
We're not a rush comp. I'm Marissa, and I don't give a shit.
I'm like, oh, I'm against the wall. Here, let me step in my orbitality. And I'm like, oh shit.
Ryan's still 1. Can we get Ryan out of here?
So right here, miscommunication on. We're lucky.
Yeah.
Because like, right here, Peachy calls for the flanking McCree, right? So she calls for that is there, and at that point, Lucky should have that orb on her ready and be able to turn around and kick that guy's ass. But unfortunately, this happens. But you guys lived through this, I believe.
McCree on the right.
Well, you guys
Yeah, I think we stabilized well, they pushed it all the way up, but we stabilized when I come back with a bongo.
Yeah, we were.
You guys just need to back up a little, hold them backwards, and that way you guys can take the space a little bit.
Yeah, we still have time to contest.
I think we could potentially recontest.
Yep,
We can.
For recontest here. Alright, I'm gonna put my shield down. Yanking her out. I missed it. Let's go for shatter.
Shield.
Ryan's discorded. You're walled off.
Oh shit.
Ryan's still discorded. Ryan's dead.
They got it already, so at that point you just either die, you could commit suicide or leave. You guys can leave.
We have time to leave, but
Yeah.
they're kind of linked.
Because you guys still have shields, and shields is a precious resource in order to stay alive.
I don't even understand how that.
Can you shoot Bastion with Bastion?
What's that?
Do you feel comfortable with Bastion?
Yeah.
I knew, line side here.
LOS that.
A pause comes up here, and you guys discuss on how to do things. Which is one of the things that you want to do is whenever it's a pause, you want to take stock. One of who it is that they lost in order to know that whatever they don't have, and two, in order to make sure that you guys are able to plan whatever's happening. Like right now, it's high noon going on, and you guys more or less understand that what's happening. I know Jiren just went Bastion, and Bastion sounds like a meme, but it's hilarious because they don't have anything that can
It worked.
they don't have
It fucking worked.
They don't have anything.
It sounds like a meme, but it's hilarious.
It gave us the pressure, we needed.
It's hilariously effective because like especially in this tier, a lot of teams are gonna ram their heads continuously and try to run the same exact comp over and over into it a lot of times, and they're gonna think about, hey, maybe we should. Maybe
meta doesn't win always.
Maybe we should see something else because right now you all of a sudden you guys went from a poke comp to a you guys aren't gonna come in comp.
Yeah, try us or try pushing us.
Mind you, all they have to do though is make a couple switches and your comp suffers a little bit, but the torb is still there, so that makes it so that dive can't really work too well. Yeah, let me just skip ahead on Post talking shit because Post just talks a lot. Okay, let me go. I think too far. Here we go.
Post does talk a lot.
I know. Look at that. No, high
And
noon
we
right
used
now.
multiple loads to stabilize. We waited for Bastion to get back.
They're low. They're both low. They're both
All
low
of a sudden, they're literally stuck in there.
Oh, yanked up. It broke it.
Cornish is like, I don't give a fuck. I'm here. What are you gonna do about it?
Can we get a call on more divas?
D.Va's to the right here on me.
Anna's discorded.
Halting them out again.
The committed barrier.
And yep.
Get the D.Va here. There's the
Yep, and this is the Charlie Niner that happens.
I'm hiding behind my shield.
Try an apple.
Halting them forward.
I didn't notice the D.Va there on my butt.
We lost. We stepped back up.
Back up.
Was like Charlie 9 or was I booped? Because it looked like I got booped back.
You got a boot, but you guys gave him way too much space when you shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Guys, priorities, guys.
Get back to the point. Get back. We're still down. You're down too many tanks still.
Priority.
I don't want to lose back.
You're still on
I have window.
Sigma?
For now, yes.
And you guys hold them off, I think, the whole duration here.
Yeah.
Because this is the hardest point to fucking attack, especially with what you have. With what you guys have, this is the hardest shit for them to deal with.
Watch for shatter.
Alright, it's turning the corner now.
There's a wall behind you.
Oh shit! He's like, oh shit. He got walled.
I'm behind the pillar.
And then he steps back. I hold him behind the window, so I'm like, okay, cool. Now I'm rocking 100% damage boost. Fucking push. Oh.
Hey, that's why you're in charge of Narissa.
Well, I thought I fortified in time.
You
I had it down.
You fortified it earlier when they were pushing super aggressive.
What is the goal of Overwatch?
What is the goal of Overwatch? What is he, a philosopher now?
Is this guy?
Who said have fun? Get out of here.
I'm gonna ult them when they come in.
Oh, I know what happens. I don't think we get this game or this one, but I know what happens here.
No, you guys wiped them.
I know this fight we did. It's the next one that I think they didn't. We didn't. And their May cucked them.
No, I think we hold them for a while. Dang.
He's feeding his brains out!
He's behind you!
Wait, why do you pin like that?
He was panicked because he was so deep in our team, and he was like, fuck it, I'm going for the bastion.
So, like, if you didn't notice, I think the May kind of cocked them too.
Yeah.
Wait, the May saved him.
No.
The May saved him, but he's still pressing W.
Look at this.
This is why I call this fucking...
Oh, he did.
She saved him.
He saved him.
She saved him.
Look where he goes.
But he decided.
Look, he went around.
He decided to go around it and go into you guys.
Doop 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 doop, and I'm like, what the fuck? And he picks up Bastion.
Be right back.
Yeah.
Get him! He's feeding his brains out as I'm trying to like kill him to finish it before he could kill.
See, the May saved him. He wanted that Bastion dead that bad.
Unfortunately for them, that was just a bunch of oil charge that they just gave Lucky to charge Transcendence.
Is Blinky even here anymore?
Yeah, he's here.
They're gonna have
He probably went away for a couple seconds. Or a minute or something.
They got mech back. Why is it every time my attention gets turned away from Bash or Diva? As soon as Diva's out of mech, my attention's off of her. I never can figure out where she's at in a fight.
Because she's tiny and she's insignificant at that point when she's out of mech. Other people become higher priority.
So it's probably good. Cause like I was like, where the fuck did Diva go? Half these fights.
Unless she's
especially the one where she sat right under our nose.
Unless she's contesting point. If she's contesting point, kill that bitch.
Yeah. I still laugh at how she got away from us, sitting under our nose. That is on point. Just right outside of point. Yeah, and I call them rotating right.
So I'll use that as our backup.
Diva's discorded?
I also have window.
Diva saw me. I got it back up.
Right side. They're rotating right next to you.
And then I try to get in between them and the Bastion, but they push me away, and I'm like, oh shit, Bastion's all the way the fuck over there, no!
Yeah, but not the end of the
Tried
world.
to save
This is
him.
great right here.
Ooh.
I have a McCree on me and
Like that shadow was completely caught by Cornish and lifted them up.
Yep.
dead.
You're walled?
I'm playing on the point.
You guys win this.
As long as I can.
Yeah.
Reinhardt's discorded?
I'm coming back with Emma.
Because Cornish decided like, oh, if I'm gonna die on point. And all of them are like, oh, we should all turn backwards and kill the Sigma, which is honestly the right call.
But it allows us to regroup.
And look at the apples right there too. This is what I'm talking about. Don't you have no business trying to be here. Don't do that.
On here?
Discorded? You're purple? I'm good.
But all of a sudden, The trash
Fashion
equalizer.
back.
The
He's a
great
little out from behind
equalizer.
my shield, but yeah, it's
the
worked.
great
It's worked.
equalizer right here. This is in a Bastion comp, when you let him respawn, let him position, and come in on him. This is the equalizer, and all of a sudden, dead.
Yeah.
Lucio's done.
It's actually like a good spot for him because it allows.
Oh,
Well,
As much as-
normally it allows you to live because they have to back up.
So
Ryan's coming.
right here, they try to put everything into him.
They missed the pin.
They missed the
just barely.
pin. They missed the flashbang. Remember that Bastion takes less damage in turret form or even in tank mode. So right here,
Oh, tank mode.
yeah. So right here, he's pretty beefy.
Ryan,
And Peachy's just pocketing the ever-living crap out of him right now.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Cornish is back. He's a rock. He's a shield.
I knew.
No one cares about your noon. Here's
You
some come.
get, you get your shit out of here. Still gets
Still
lucky
gets
though.
lucky though. I think lucky was like a little
All the way to
here.
the right
Yeah, well,
or
yeah,
left.
it was probably all the way to the left or whatever. All of a sudden,
They're right or left.
all of a sudden, these guys that had the clear advantage don't, because they start losing people and they started committing more and more. That's why you don't do that. That's why you don't commit resources when the enemy spawn is right there, Matt.
Bye.
We fucking got that shit.
Which game was it where the McCree debated us so fucking hard?
It was Diana that debated Matt right here.
I thought it was a Cree that was over there.
It was Matt. It was
Or was it? No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was an Ana. Yeah, you're right.
Come back.
Gotta put that boy on the leash.
when they start rotating like that on the right side, try to rotate more.
yeah,
towards
they're
the
coming
left.
left side.
Remember that they grab A and B with almost 5 minutes to spare. Look at the time.
What else did they
Yeah.
not use?
They didn't use.
They're not adapting properly. They have the diva. They could potentially open this with a diva bomb, and then use speed burst with Nano and Ryan and just mollywump you guys. But it's not enough because immortality exists, and a couple other things exist.
And they keep getting scattered. Half their fights, like one person like panics and goes for a room, and then just gets tugged back out.
Diva's up top. I think she tries to do a diva bomb.
Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up.
Ana knows.
No,
I
she
think she fucked up her bomb.
No, she didn't use
Actually,
Back
it.
out.
She didn't use it yet.
Left side, left side, left side.
Here comes.
Bomb
Bomb gets.
coming in.
Torb.
Me and Torb. Or, I mean, me and my turret.
Okay.
Oh no, we're down 2.
Yeah.
Bomb missed.
Again, not the end.
Bomb missed. Nothing the value of loss.
It's not the end of the world because again,
Guess what?
BB
Spawns are right there.
Spawns right there, so it's gonna take them X amount of seconds to come in and try to deal with you guys. You guys have bunker comp over the last.
But look what they're down.
Oh,
Yeah, they're down the Rhine. They can't push.
They got no shield. So I'm just stepping back, giving them space, and just giving free damage. Because I'm regenerating my shield here.
I'm gonna hold forward. Hold up.
Lucio's discorded.
Yoink.
One track put out.
Ana got away with like
This McCree likes flanking.
Diva.
McCree's on the left.
Right behind
Cornish was on him at
Right
least.
side.
Yeah. He's been getting.
Sucking for despite the McCree running away.
Yeah, like the thing about it is one of the things that I told Cornish before is like, especially when you are the off tank, whether you're on Diva, whether you're on Zarya and Hog, just if you are the off tank, your job is to make sure to always check these corners because they're gonna be cheeky little bastards like this guy, who are gonna continuously try to go like, oh, let me go right, let me see what I can get, you know, and you can fuck them up. Like sometimes it's the Widow, sometimes it's the McCree.
I think one of my things would be for him to stop using all of his cooldown so fast.
Yeah.
Like the suck isn't really worth it. You see the McCree turning and walking away. He's not gonna try to probably 180 flashbang you.
Yeah, like
Yeah, that's ballsy.
I would just,
Well, I don't think he's really used to double shield.
yeah, he's not.
So, like normally, once your Arista shield goes down, then you put Sigma shield, and when Sigma shield goes down, then you suck to get all the damage so that you have time for the Arista shield to come back. Or even just when there's a lot of damage coming
Yeah,
in.
it's not the end of the world because this McCree won. He got him down super low already, so the McCree won. He scared him off, which is good enough.
Lucio.
And I fucked Lucio's thing up, and he's legitimately 1 HP.
They got 13 seconds. He said, "Watch for shadow." They don't have it
Yep, I'm looking for it.
because double shields
Where'd
exist.
he go? Did he go left or right?
I don't
He went.
see him.
Ooh, Lucio.
And then I'm panicking because I'm looking for him, and I couldn't see him.
Diva's like, Ooh, Torb.
Right.
Apple's like, I don't give a fuck about you. Like,
Fuck up and out of here.
little ass stupid bitch, I don't give a fuck about you.
I don't have anything for that.
I got fortified.
I don't know how I got out of that. I was like, wow.
He's like, I got fortify. I'm gonna just stand here, bitch.
Shatter.
Here comes the equalizer, boys.
He's discorded. He's discorded.
High pitched screaming.
Get away from me, Ryan. You're scary.
Oh, they get this.
Get away from me, Ryan. You're scary.
Yeah, they get this.
Stay on point, stay on point, stay on point.
So, really good fucking defense considering they had so much fucking time.
Yeah, we got them all the way to overtime.
And I think you got end up either tying it with the same amount of time or with more time. I
You
forgot
want
what
to
it
do
was.
the Ana? Go for it.
We do it with more time. We roll them, I think, here.
Yeah, I think at this point we called for like time to teach him how Lunar plays, and it's like Sombra Tracer.
Time to break their fucking legs.
Like one of the things that you, yeah, like so this is a comp that's designed to hold super close. So what they're doing right here is the right thing. Where like if you have this type of comp, you can hold super close. One of the things that one of the weaknesses here is Sombra, for example. That they're gonna let Apple just charge this EMP for free, and Junkrat, Sombra and Junkrat, and these guys are all fucking dead.
They weren't focusing me either. Like I was just getting so much alt charge from them.
But even with the trace is good enough. So
Yo, let's do it. Please, just kill them with support.
They're really close. Really close.
Amping heals, amping heals, amping heals. Oh, beautiful. They wasted the ball, they wasted the ball.
Very close.
look at this beautiful anti.
They got Reapers left.
Apple's just getting some free value right here. This is not the end of the world because right now you got to deal with these guys, right? So right now it's all about building your ults and wiping them pretty easily. They're doing this because they want to get another more fights in, which is the strategy that you would normally use like on like Havana first point on defense, where you can fight them super close to the spawn and that's gonna delay their cart progress by a lot until you wipe every single one of them. Unfortunately for them, the target focus is a little bad, and they just
I can't get over. Oh, yes,
they just let this go for free, which is okay. They're doing a good job here and there, but this car is moving, so.
Gonna be their
Yeah, they know I'm over here. Reaper gets me. Yeah, we could do that.
Oh, they backed up. They backed up.
I tried to scare him off here, but I was like, oh, I can't get him.
So
then I go right back into try to get back into spawn to regen health fast.
Okay, reset here. Reset. Everybody reset. We're all jacked around.
So right here, the win condition is the EMP. You guys know this already. So it's all about building this shit up and wiping them all.
Off the right side.
Come on,
Meanwhile,
Reaper's chasing Tracer.
Zuma is over there like playing footsie with. It's hilarious.
High ground right.
You see me laughing in the background.
We're like, oh shit, what the fuck do we do now? And we're like, okay, we'll just, pepper damage down.
To the Reaper.
Reaper's hacked. Reaper's dead.
Diva. Diva's next. She's out.
I'm gonna EMP.
Which is good.
I don't think we did.
You need it.
Lucio right here.
Ryan's hacked.
All of a sudden he dies back there. Car is just moving.
That's the one for you, post. Sorry,
This is for you,
I have
post.
Shatter. Drink. Can you hack the Rhyme as soon as they push up to contest this fight?
Yeah.
Reaper's on me.
Where are you? Oh, there
He's,
you are.
yeah.
He's off to the
Hang on. They're looking for me. I can't get in position. Alright, I gotta go around.
Reaper knows.
Maybe we don't roll them.
They're all at the end of our.
Oh, I think it's pretty close, even with
Hang on,
this.
hang on.
Watch
Try
this.
to get in position here.
Reaper comes in, he death blossoms.
Oh, that was unfortunate.
What?
I didn't even see that.
Nano.
We're up here. We're up.
Get him, Ziva.
I get Shatter off, which stops some heals to the thing. We get Nano to get me up. I think I get frozen and shattered.
Frozen and shattered.
Yeet! Did you see the body on the Maywall
Going the wrong way. Lucky.
post?
Aaron, back out.
I was
Yeet.
trying to get Cornish.
We let him live. I don't know why.
Alright.
Do you need to stick with Ana or switch to something else?
I'm gonna go for
Coalescence.
some
Well,
range.
your anti-nade helps shut down their Moira with their thing. If you feel like you're not doing a lot of work with Ana, you can switch.
I don't see Ryan.
So that's always that's all that comment right there is always what you guys should strive for. Whenever you're running a competition and you feel like your impact is not felt because either you're getting picked too easily, or maybe you feel like you could be playing something else that gives you more value. It's gonna be up to you as the individual in order to call for that swap. That you're gonna go to that swap because you're not getting as much value as you normally would.
I don't see Ryan.
Ryan's up close, real close. Ryan's held
Stamping
it
hill,
real close.
stamping hill, stamping hill.
Ryan's already half, by the way.
Oh,
Shatter.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wall.
Trying to keep
Frosty, Frosty, you seen this?
I get excited.
Go in.
Frosty, you seen this? I want you to see this.
Hard.
I'm watching.
Look at this.
What's going on?
Look at
Going hard. We're like, okay, we're going in hard.
Yeah,
Fuck
I was watching the Twitch view.
it. Ting.
Yeah, I was watching it on Twitch whenever he was yelling going hard. I was playing Destiny and watching it. And this is when they had that widow on Junkertown that kept fucking and killing everybody.
Oh yeah.
I told Cole to just put me in so I could just kill the widow. I just wanted to dunk on the widow because thought she was good.
Let this go out, let this go out.
Diva's hacked. Diva's
Let it
hacked.
fizzle, let it fizzle.
Let it fizzle, man. Let it fizzle.
And they managed got back cap.
Watch out for Reaper on the right.
Big shatter.
Reaper's low.
Run. Get this Ryan.
Diva got shattered, and then Ryan pinned me out of, I don't know, fear.
Reaper.
I mean, what else it's a
Reaper's off to the right side, he's looking for... What the...
if my team gets shattered, I try
He's
to
out, we're up.
so it's not
Well, it was just the Diva. I only managed to get Diva, and it was Ryan pinned in on me.
Diva.
Like, okay.
Where the fuck is she? This
I hate
rat.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, where the fuck did she go? I like 180 one direction, and I snap back the other direction. I'm like, where the fuck is she?
No, they just blew Mayfreeze.
They blew my freeze.
I thought they did.
I have EMP for this next fight.
Yeah, they did it when they seen
Yeah.
No, they have Mayfreeze again.
So
Oops.
So EMP is one of those abilities that you can use with a combo, but equally you can, as long as you get this little shithead, if you know that he has beat, you can just run them over with just EMP alone and just pressing W.
Yeah. No. They just did it right after I hacked Diva.
They're above us.
Oh wait, no. Never mind.
They're above.
Lucky, can you boop them out? Oh, that worked too. Just Ryan, get the Ryan.
I'm doing it.
Huge.
Run.
See that?
I'm going pushing the back one.
Hey, next.
Tired.
Diva's hacked. Diva.
Bye, K10. Blah, 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 blah.
No, don't do it. Not yet. We don't need it. Don't overcommit.
Yeah.
She literally
Yeah,
just disappeared.
We won already. We won.
Brand cart.
I'm gonna hold up. I'm gonna hold close to try to...
So, this happened yesterday in yesterday's scrim. I mean, on Friday's scrim, where like you guys were pushing in here, in particular, and the team was ready to recontest here. One of the things that I want to get Cornish in the habit of doing is, as soon as he sees the opportunity, call it. I'm grabbing here, because right here, for example, if they would have been like right here, like they were yesterday, that would have
Like
been
that wall corner.
that corner perfect, because they couldn't push in. That would have been for free, and all of a sudden, boom, wiped them. Free progress.
Try to make sure
Up to your wall, break it.
It's fine. I have this nice corridor right to my left here that I can walk into.
I guess that's true.
Alright,
Or
now
to
we
my
can
right.
do it now because the Diva's not here yet.
Did you see how far that Ryan got yeeted forward for the shatter?
Yep.
Oh no!
It's fine. Everybody back.
Blizzard is completely balanced.
Lucio's hacked and he has beat.
Alright, your wall.
That's unlucky.
Right side. Go right.
Alright, we can hack Ryan.
You still get stuck in the corner of the wall.
They have no man.
That's unlucky.
Sometimes you just wish you could like feel the wall in your back and be like, yeah, I know it's this way or that way. Sometimes you just gotta guess which way you could go.
That angle is like hard to like go around unless you know that it's like diagonal like that. You're just gonna be running into the wall.
Okay, so they have bomb, they have beat, they have noon. You guys have shatter, EMP, and a nano. That's probably.
I think they kill me here because
They're going high ground.
they're looking
for
for
another
me so
shatter.
hard.
Diva just looking for you.
Watch out. LOS.
Perfect.
He shot.
There's a bomb. I think the bomb kills 2 people. I think it kills
Outside of the point, behind the
Cornish
point.
and it kills somebody else. I think.
That's 2
Maybe me.
Tink.
Oh, Peachy.
The right targets that I knew will probably die to that.
Okay. Don't push on this. Back.
Yep, I'm back with you.
Watch out, they're coming in.
Almost up higher.
I'm on speed. I'm shooting.
So the speed made you just boop. You used that as a speed bump.
They fuck up the
Yeah, that May has been just speed bump. I've been speed bumping that May all fucking game. He throws the wall up like either in front of me or under me, and I'm already.
It's also because you also get the benefit of the Lucio speed, so you're able to just get out of there quicker.
Go left side here. Left.
He just went back to his team.
They're all left already.
We're gonna go left to try to pull him towards us. Alright? Wait for Cornish.
There's a debuff pop.
Oh, an apple got found.
Yeah.
Diva's,
unlucky.
Diva's left side.
Well, cool.
They're spider.
And if people ask me why I swing 24/7 as Reinhardt, you never know what you're gonna find.
Yeah.
Jippy! They were so focused on being right here that they forgot about the
Yeah?
They didn't even think about this guy right here.
That was the plan. We're trying to open it up for one of our
Because the shatter to
DPS.
clean this shit up.
I'm on cart.
Rip him.
I think
Rip
Nano
him
wasn't
apart.
necessary. I mean, Nano gives me my shatter, gets my shatter back fast,
I tried through a fire counter. On it, got
faster.
It is
But
no time for sleeping.
No
can
time
we
to
do a
sleep.
grab here?
I got 80.
Alright, you on cart, Peachy?
Yeah, I'm on card.
Okay. So right here we're just identifying the 2 areas where they're probably gonna commit, identifying which ult that they have that they could potentially stop you from getting the cap here, and the main one is gonna be the blizzard. Right here I think it's done pretty decently because you guys have EMP and you guys use it properly. But let's let it roll.
I'm gonna have EMP.
Right side.
I'm slept.
EMP them.
I'm gonna EMP.
Yep.
Boom.
Oh, huge.
Hold grab,
May
hold
was
grab,
dead
hold grab.
in
Wait
the
till
beginning of
beginning
the fight.
Which is okay because you guys were able
It's
to, you guys were
accurate.
able to deal with the Reinhardt and were able to deal with whatever was left there.
3, 2, 1, now.
Bomb.
Now.
Clean up. Lucio. I don't know where he went.
Who's on point?
Lucio.
Lucio doesn't die fast enough.
There was a Lucio on card.
Lucio hacked. Oh, fuck, dude.
May.
Stay behind. Stay one.
But they get off point.
Reinhardt C9s because I scare him. And I think I fire strike the ult or the
So
Lucio.
a lot of it is just like knowing what else to use. Like that EMP was good. It probably would have been better if you guys would have been able to get the Lucio with it too. But you guys were still able to kill the Reinhardt, so they lost the frontline pressure. They lost their May before that. But killing the Lucio there would have been a little bit better. I think Apple had his hack on cooldown or something like that. But like Lucio's just annoying. You should just kill him every single time you see him.
Nice job.
Break his legs.
Break his legs.
Remember
Yeah.
that at that point you guys had.
Yeah,
Alright,
yeah,
I think I have enough with this VOD in particular.
Save you.
Let's look for the other one.
In a point. Bars above us right now.
Alright,
I'm here.
Apple, you here?
Yeah, here.
So this is a weird one because this is like half. This isn't half a half. I call this one half and half. Let's see.
Oh, you mean the lunar solar thing?
The scuffy scuff.
So you guys do a really good attack, a really good one here. Because this team is just cannot get a foothold here. They don't know what to do.
Or TP
We all good?
secure point.
Oh yeah, the first one we run Symmetra, and then just like dominate them, and then we're like, let's not do the Symmetra thing again. We were beating them too hard.
Yeah.
Okay, we got point.
Unlucky, honestly.
Keep an eye out because I don't see where they're coming from. They're going from bridge here.
So, Cole decided to do his best.
Update your screen real quick, because I can't see anything. It's still showing the round 2 complete. Oh, down it goes. Okay.
My boot did not work.
Yeah, the first time we were just like...
Oh, well, go back.
Go back what?
He wants to see from the.
I had to reset. No, I had to reset it. Fuck it. No, go back. Yeah.
Same.
Let's
Alright, now.
teleport in.
Right here.
Okay, we got point. Keep an eye out because I don't see where they're coming from. They're going
Should
from
be
bridge.
big brain as fuck. Oh, this is.
This fire strike
Oh,
goes
okay.
through.
They were super split.
Everybody.
I don't understand why this far is this low.
I was shooting
that
it.
bitch.
Yeah, we were shooting it.
My boot did not work.
You gotta respect free, brother.
Like I just keep peeking and throwing,
Hanzo back.
and they don't even deal with me.
Cap point here with it's no reason.
Lobbing orbs.
Yeah.
Just throwing balls at them, you know?
Okay, so after seeing that, they decided to go Kree.
They swapped to McCree, I think.
I think the McCree was the Smurf that was trying to dunk on us.
Solo order.
They had a
Go
couple
ahead.
Smurfs.
Just keep that bird out of the sky.
I can switch over to D, but you want me to keep
Big Chungus.
I think we just play point. Just won't do as much.
And Ana was so low without just fire strike cleaving
Alright, when
through
they start
everybody.
pushing into us, we're gonna step back
I
into
think Cold gets a boop right here, if I remember correctly.
the point.
Yeah, we stepped back, and then I was like, see Cole just going in.
Yeah.
Look at her fortify! She's fortified!
She's fortified.
She fortified in the
Okay.
air, so that's too
Yeah.
late.
Yo, Cold got flashed, brother. I don't even know how he made it.
In the hall.
Yo, I think I doinked this fucking fair. I'm not gonna lie.
High five.
She gets shit
Oh,
up.
she gets hit by Cornish.
Yo, I hit it like fucking 4 times.
People underestimate the amount of spam you could do as Symmetra.
Up on this?
Yeah.
They don't even worry about fucking.
Oh, sorry, bro.
Yeah, look, we're right there. I'm like, okay, buddy. He like triple tapped me.
Let me see. Where are
Okay,
you?
that's one of them.
I'm not just probably.
Facing the wrong way, trying to
What
look
are you
around.
doing, Dion? Okay.
I'm looking around the corner.
Look, I think you turned around, and as you do that, I can't do it.
I turn around to look around the corner to make sure I'm not gonna get flashed as soon as I step that corner, and then I come back in or come in for it.
Alright, same thing again. If they do bridge, we're just gonna back up into point. If
So,
soon as they start losing bridge.
They're doing it pretty dumb right here.
Easy boop, and then just straight away out.
There's
They keep
White
trying
room.
to go over bridge.
They
Yeah,
could-
they should be going white room.
And look at Ana. Look how much help
Look at her
Ana
health,
has.
dude. I think Apple hit her with one of them balls.
Yeah, because there's a lot of spam. Like I said, like
I've been throwing fire strikes on cooldown through that entire team
Symmetra
to help with that
Symmetra
too.
orbs have a very similar radius as fire rockets, and they do a shit
That's
ton of
Junkrat
damage.
bomb.
They have a Junkrat now though, so.
Use the damage so I can get some energy.
Yeah, that fair got tired of getting shit on, I guess.
I got bubble for you.
I think I get somebody right here.
Oh yeah, this is the high noon
Junk low.
from.
Oh yeah. Bro, look at the wrist. Like, look at she even look at the fucking terrain.
Yeah, she just fucking runs.
Oh,
Yeah, I got shit on.
Mind you,
well, as soon as I saw like Stigma throw his shield up after I watch Arissa's break, I'm like, okay, that's easy.
there's a couple Smurfs. There's at least 3 Smurfs here.
I mean,
Yeah.
whatever they knew, they should have known that was coming then.
They don't even have a far anymore.
Just because the Smurfs doesn't mean they're good.
Fair point.
I don't think they have any.
I mean, I'm flat, but I still shit on diamonds and iron scrims.
Okay.
You suck.
I'm gold and I shit on diamond
You
tanks.
both suck.
I have my own nano.
So do you.
That's established. Look at that. That's just spam
Dude,
damage.
these orbs.
That's just
are so
spam.
annoying.
Like that's the thing. Like people
You
like not only that, but Apple decided to cock them completely. Like here's my turrets.
Yup, I threw a fire strike through it, weakening. She's cocking orbs, and the turrets are in there. She just do fucking things, too.
People, and they decide to still go forward because they have to. That's what they want you to
Yeah.
understand. They have to go forward. Now, Anna committed the nano boost because might as well use it somehow. If this Junkrat was
On
worth
what?
salt,
Cree or
Junk.
oh junk? It's junk.
He goes up in the air and just gets shit on when he goes to fall.
No. Rissa gets slept and then
Look at this.
smacked.
Look at this. Let me see.
Watching Rissa get slept and then smacked by my hammers. Tink.
She slapped, wake, slap.
Booped, smacked, flashbanged,
She's just getting dunked on. She's had a bad time.
and then we're like, yeah, we're not running Sim again.
This map would have been winnable even without the Symmetra.
Yeah, we played out.
But you guys decided to do the one cardinal rule that you do not do when you're in control.
Push
Play
up.
close.
Push up too aggressive.
Overextend.
Yeah.
Oh, this is when I was on Tracer. Like they had no answer for me at all.
Why must they pull the May out?
So like during this game, all my keybinds were kind of reset, so I had to like stop and like rebind my reload, my duck, and my melee, and then also
reload's
all
not
my
hard.
graphics settings were really high too. So I had to keep turning those down, and like I don't know, it was fucked up.
Desperation.
Alright, let's go. Center. Try to get a rotate for force to rotate out.
Damn, boy, you type slow. Damn. Poor Lucio. What the fuck was he doing?
I don't know. Like, I was like, there's Frogger. Like, I call him out, and I'm like, get him, and I smack him too. Like, look, I turn and smack.
Okay, let's play this. Dun, 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 dun.
Look at him. You know what? He's actually bronze. I kind of felt bad.
Think.
Dun, 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 dun.
This corpse just sitting there.
Yo, after that, like after Lucio that, I'm just in there. It's just whatever after that.
And you're in there with her.
So this
In their team with that.
this composition
punch.
that they're running is pretty much double shield with double shield brawl, pretty much double shield rush. So a good pick. It's a Doomfist is a good pick here. He is. You'll be able to do a displacement on them and everything. All of a sudden, the Rhine is dead.
Big Chungus is gone. The healer's gone.
Yeah.
Sigma looks like he's screaming in his mask. Completely out of position.
May already ice block this Reaper's a dumbass and is trying to hit the Tracer. So
Not even.
I gotta kill him too. Do a pole. I gotta just yeet them fuckers because you get them so quick.
look at that. So now you just establish your foothold. This guy decides to get some little bit contest.
I hit him with that fire strike too.
Ooh,
I was so happy with that.
Cold's the better. Lucy.
Yeah, we were just holding close dumbly.
Which is okay to it's okay to hold close. The problem is that you let these guys rotate all the way, cap point, and then you guys all of a sudden became the attackers that had to come in.
Yeah, we got walled and then we got screwed by that.
Big slam!
Because you guys were winning these fights pretty convincingly, but you guys decided to take the aggression.
Ooh, that was you seen that E? That was a big E.
Thanks.
Ooh, we'll get to more with melee. Yo, they want me so bad.
Reaper's back, so step back a little bit. Okay. We can do a grab here up on this wall to get ult. I'm gonna try and get it. We can do. He's still down.
I'm going to nano our Rhine this fight.
I don't think we'll need it if we're gonna do grab.
Okay.
Yeah. I did not like how 22 taught.
Fucking missed.
So right here.
I think how did my pulse bomb miss? Cause I know like I placed that pulse bomb perfect.
They grabbed. This
Or we grabbed. They coalesced.
There's a situation when you should have. There's a situation where if you could have used a beat, you would have early.
No, like I instantly died. They instantly like grabbed me to the wall and then Reaper ulted on my face. And
Do
I
we, I
died.
forget, do we still win this?
I think.
I don't remember.
I think so,
I think
yeah.
Apple got that big pick.
Yeah, I think you guys don't.
Oh, no, we give it to him. And then I go spawn camp the McCree.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, go spawn camp the McCree. Go for it.
So, Tracer, you're just gonna spawn camp McCree here?
Yeah, baby, call for it. Go spawn camp the McCree here.
Dude, they send the May. I had both DPS on me. They're like, they just leave their front line.
Ready? Right here. Watch out for Blizzard freeze, so hold it.
And I'm on his fucking face, which is the most annoying thing ever.
Good block.
Will I come back ever? Damn, did I get in there?
Look at the kill feed. Look at that kill feed. Me and Ana, baby. And Lucio. But no, that shit's the most annoying thing ever, is when you're like, you hop and you sit on top of the fucking Reinhardt's face. Because then you're like trying to get off of him to block the shatter.
Sigma suck right now.
And then that May wall is what
This
split us.
is right here. This is what.
Yeah, because you got tanks on one tank on the one side, you got a tank on the other side, you got 2 healers on one side, 1 healer on one side, and we're just split.
No, I think we still come back from.
Thank you.
I think I do something here.
Wait, was it? Or no, it was the different. It was the other one. It was a different wall.
Force coalescence, step back some.
This one they come in.
It's
Yeah,
this
because we
wall.
lose me. Because the McCree hits a shot on me.
Goes to Blizzard.
Frozen.
Rotate. Decap.
Cornish drops grav. Which we needed.
Yeah, this is when Cornish and Cole decide to use the ults.
I thought it was winnable.
I
didn't know how
You never seen Jane? Winnable!
Tink.
Yeah, he got your ass, bro. That man came from Narnia with your shit.
4v1,
If I
4v2.
had pulse bomb,
You wouldn't. They beat
That
it.
would have been winnable. Yeah.
They beat it. They wouldn't.
beat it.
You would not. It would have been a waste of 2 ults. Because they beat it. They would.
I still would have stuck it.
They would have survived.
I know, I'm just saying, like me, I still would have. I tried to get it before they got out of the grab.
We still got one.
Oh shit! You got my ass.
Look for another shatter.
Okay, Drake, Apple, you're gonna have to touch. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna.
In an ideal situation, you would have saved both of those ults, and you would have come in, and you would have been able to just wreck the faces because they didn't have anything.
We would have had 6. We would have had shatter. We would have had grab. We would have had nano coming out of line. We would have had.
We still wrecked their face. So I almost have pulse.
We would have had almost a 6 stack. I mean, except for beat. Which I mean, they don't even have like an offense. I mean, the only offensive ult they could have had would be, Flux. And I get cucked by that fucking.
You would have had beat for Flux. You would have been able to chuck in your grav and do a lot of damage. Yeah.
Beat.
Could be
32.
It's because
No. Before he used it at
When
the
they
end
melted.
of last fight. Yeah.
I think I'm the only one here.
So that's just where like a no ult call could have been called.
Alt management. Well, okay, so yeah, that's what we need to get used to. I was calling everybody to back up. I just kept going back up, and Cornish ran to point.
Sir, do that motherfucker on up out there. Frosty, why I jump so damn?
I have no grenade.
But I think calling no ults is probably better.
This is when their guys had to give me lobby owner and never give it back.
Back, far left.
I'm reloading.
Reno flashbang, he's free.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
So right here, I think Lucky is playing a little bit too close.
I'm reloading.
He's playing right here. If I were him, after when you guys were fighting here, I would have rotated. To the point here and use this in order for you to just get this all this free.
Because look at my shield compared to Ryan.
Oh yeah, he's
because right here, Lucky, I needed to make sure like Because this is something that happens a lot because you're used to playing the Lucio and sometimes the Moira. And if you were Moira, this would be the good position. The only difference is you want to be more right here. And even if you're Ana right here, it doesn't hurt much to just walk forward.
Yeah.
Get out of
But this is also good to translate to Zen too, because he plays the Zen,
yeah,
right?
the same exact thing. Yes. See, look at this right here. They know that this shield and all these people are safe, but you are completely free to get destroyed. And this Ana's this May is like
Target locked. Tink.
and this McCree comes in. All of a sudden, you are in a bad position.
Oh my god. I'm dead. You have no Ana.
McCree's in my ass now.
They're all in your ass. Look at this one.
Yeah, separated me.
They're all up there.
Apples looking for a penny.
I'm
Did you find it?
doing the 1v1 right
Did you
now.
find the penny though? That's the question. Get him. Come here, bitch.
No.
Get off me.
I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm trying to.
Yeah, come here. Give me those.
I think you guys get this.
Yeah, we get point and then we try to like stall it out.
Or maybe we do.
I get another one too. I'm pretty sure I get another.
Sigma left side.
Nah. Sigma.
Get fucking
Nice.
smacked by
Yeah,
Sigma.
like Sigma is not somebody that you want to be on top of.
I was trying to kill the Moira. I didn't give a fuck.
Moira plopped Coalescence to try to push this off point here.
Line 1.
Lost Lucky. What was Lucky at?
Hey, I have a question. Does a coalescence go through Zarya bubble?
No,
you guys.
it doesn't hurt them, but it goes through it.
It goes through it. It doesn't hurt.
Well,
you
yeah.
guys.
I meant, does it hurt the person
No.
that's
No.
wearing it? Okay.
No, it just hurts the person behind them.
Cold Robinson feeder.
Where's Lucky's off in the corner? Yeah, she should have rotated behind the thing as soon as we saw we were pushing them back forward.
Right here will be the best.
Yeah,
best
that's where
location.
it's.
But I think that he was. Let me see.
Moira plopped.
Like
Yeah.
right there was
Well, like
kind of fine.
Well, like
but
right here, he had to rotate here because the Moira was on his ass with the coalescence, right?
Was on his ass cheek.
But
So-
then he
so-
saw.
so
then
you-
the Moira saw that we. Yeah.
So he had to hide. So as soon as this happened, is when you do the rotation.
Why is that beam so fucking long? Holy shit.
And then he saw that I was pushing the Reinhardt back. Like, look how low I got Chungus because their Moira tried to DPS.
Yeah, that big chungus bitch.
That big Chungus about ate shit.
No, please tell me he eat shit.
This is not a bad. This is not a bad fight.
Yeah.
So the reason why this is not a bad fight, regardless, is because you guys still have percentage.
Yeah, we still.
Yeah, and we pulled out an alt. We pulled out coalescence.
Chungus eats shit and I eat shit.
Yeah, because they need that coalition. Because I was finna kill everybody.
Frosty, get your head out your ass.
Hey, buddy, it's either I'm. Fuck you. Post.
I'm free Wednesday.
For real?
Yeah.
I can't do Wednesday. I work till 3. What about on Tuesday?
After
Are you all
like
trying to set up a booty call
after
or
like
what?
2.
After like, alright, bet.
After like
I work
2.
till 2 with Tuesday as well.
Bring the Astro Glide.
And then I get screwed by. We.
So
I think we're all ready to push.
you guys are ready to push, but then a note comes out. And
I was telling everybody to not push because I knew they were rotating around.
Was this when we
But
yelled push on
I
the
think
They're all
Rhine?
rotated right here.
Boom.
Boom.
Everybody's yelling push the Rhine.
No, I dropped the shatter. Like, look what I get. I get at 3. And I'm like, cool.
You got
Thinking we're all pushing because I called for push, and then we all kind of like, we're not ready to push. So I just get 8 back up.
I remember somebody yelling push on the
They
Rhine.
stood
Dude,
back
got
up.
shit on.
But right after I did the wall, I called "Don't go in."
Yeah, I called push, and then Apple called don't go in.
And then we got caught in the middle.
Yeah, see, I'm going. No. They're rotating around. So all their team is like right there at the choke.
Then we shouldn't have sat in there. We should have left. We should have moved.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
we should have either pushed or moved away from that choke because that distracted the May because the May had to get into position to wall us off.
Yeah, so like in
So-
this situation, like one of the better options is just either rotate up or rotate left.
At this point, I've already hit Q.
I will actually.
I'm pretty sure I'm backing up to the left.
I will actually call for a top rotation because it's gonna, it's gonna be a lot easier to just get the drop on them from the top.
It's like because the wall's already used. That's why I was like okay with pushing so hard. Because like I know wall's down, and I get the shatter.
That's our wall.
Yeah, that's your.
Oh shit, that's our wall.
So I put up the wall and kind of didn't do like I felt like it wasn't a good wall because they were just gonna rotate around.
But
And so that's why I was calling not
off
to go in. Yeah, but did you see how fast she went around?
If we all either pushed in, it would have been half of us. Or
you could have pushed them back and I got a high noon on all of them.
I just felt
we
like
could have rotated.
I just felt like it wasn't that good.
We should
felt like it was bad. See how many people are there in front of the wall? The wall is useless.
But then we shouldn't have fought like right there. Then we shouldn't have.
That's what I was saying. That's why I said don't go in. Don't go in.
Yeah,
Well, so, like we should have never tried to go in that way if we weren't just gonna push on that on that.
That's the thing though. Like.
But I'm saying I fucked up the wall. It wasn't a good wall, and so I noticed my mistake, and I was telling everybody to back up. I was saying, don't go in, because that was a bad wall.
Shadow was committed. Bub was committed.
High noon gets committed.
Was committed on the Rhine.
Flashbang was committed on me to try to stun.
So that was a good bubble.
It was a great bubble.
You got dunked on by Big Chunky.
I got skipped.
Yeah, bro, you doing a 1080.
I slipped.
If there would have been if there would have been better follow up a little bit, these guys could have died. But then again, they wouldn't. There's a reason why they're using double shields. It's really powerful
Look at that.
against this. Even though you got a couple that are super low, including the maid that was just getting up. You literally have to like speed and try to get her. But at this point, she gets up and she.
Yeah, that situation like was a good situation for us, but that it was.
Making.
What happened?
It was on our decision making.
Yeah.
Because half of us were pushing in and half of us were backing up.
Yeah. So like you just got it just needs to be a decision here where if you know you got a bad wall, like a different rotation has to be called. Usually that would be more like on your Lucio player than anything.
Yeah, I was like on the push in.
Because you could either rotate to the left here, or you could just rotate up top. I will literally just rotate up top. It'll be a lot easier, considering that you guys know that she has the main wall still. I will rotate up top, get the drop on. I'll use the pillar of the point in order to have them come in, and that's when you can. By that point, you should have some of these ults up. Like you would have had this one up.
I said something after the fact. I was like, we should have rotated. After the map, I said we should have rotated.
Yeah.
Your boy High Noon didn't get shit.
I mean,
shit on by Hydra.
I mean, it's just High Noon. High Noon is one of those ults, you know.
So so I should have stayed here, but I was scared.
This is the thing.
And I was like,
so this is a situation where you gotta be cool as a cucumber, right?
Yeah.
What you gotta do is you just gotta like wait for them, come, do the rotation. Look at that.
But don't touch point.
Don't touch point. Do the rotation.
Yeah.
Communicate to your team. Hey, I'm behind, and I'm gonna have Blizzard. I'm gonna blizzard them from behind, so you guys could push in and kill them.
Yeah. That would have been the better thing. And then I decided to touch just to get the pressure off, but our team wasn't even finished like respawning yet.
So like this is there's a situation where adaptability becomes something that you gotta use. In a situation like this, even if let's say if this was Frosty in the back line, and he got separated, and Frosty all of a sudden like, oh, I'm behind. I'm gonna position myself. I'm gonna see if I can position myself behind them to flashbang them real quick. Boom, flashbang, and you guys could go in, or like he had high noon. I'm behind. I'm gonna high noon them from behind. You guys come in. Boom, you guys could have done a lot more. If it was Cornish, I have grab. I'm behind. Guys, come in. I'm gonna grab him. That's when you gotta like think about different situations like that, because you guys gotta remember that time is of the essence.
Oh my goodness. I was about to fall asleep.
Man, you wake your ass up.
Wake your ass up, bitch!
Get off the fucking phone.
I woke up the freaking 20 people in my house.
You don't get off the fucking phone.
That sounds
I wasn't on the phone.
Okay, so right here you have a couple things for engagement right here. knowing
Hard and fast.
knowing that the only thing that they have right now is going to be the lift, coalescence coming up, and the beat. You could use one of these ults to bait one of these things. The ones that I would definitely use to bait will probably be the grav, because the grav is gonna cause an immediate response to the beat, and right after the grav finishes and you see the beat, that's when you freeze.
Hell yeah. Yo, Blinky.
I throw it late. I'm not even in position, and when I go to throw it, they walled me off.
Oh, I remember that. 'Cause you
I
said
was wondering why Wall was so short.
That's the reason why I called for that's the reason why I'm saying that it's better in this situation to just throw the grav out first, in order to,
because they would have used a lot more resources,
they
and then when the freeze comes up,
yeah,
then
like in that situation, they would have been all stacked up here. It would have been a lot of resources in. Even if they would have had the wall there, it would have given you enough time to either break through or that thing to come out, so you can just chuck the blizzard here, and all of a sudden these guys are all frozen.
Yeah, I think I just bought it out for a second, and when you guys were pushing in, I was like so far behind, I was like, oh shit.
Fucking coalescence.
And so I tried to run in and throw it, and they walled me.
Oh, get out of here.
How much time do we have? 80%. We got one last touch. Top right, fast. Top right, fast.
Yep, I'm with you.
So right here, I will throw blizzard right here to give people an opportunity to leave to the point more and to lock these guys up.
Yeah, we get stuck.
Ooh, apple shit on him.
Ninja one running. Oh, Cookies is ninja running the point.
Right here, we have enough people here that are contesting the point that it could legitimately do something about it, but I think they get fucked by something.
McCree high noons. No, he can't. I think Moira just fucking pops off and kills her.
Yeah, Moira just doing Moira things.
Oh, I fucking bought out right here. Look at
Cornish is actually calling things really good here.
Yo, I bought out so hard and just back up into the McCree.
Nice.
I rolled away from the thing, and I was just trying my best to like
spin to win.
I'm trying my best to stay away from May.
Yeah, you know you can spin up. You can spin up high.
I'm like, keep the fuck away from me, ho! No!
I hate May so much. Please delete that.
I wish. Yeah. I wish.
Like,
No,
I keep
I'd rather have
away.
Ball deleted than May.
I would literally rather have May deleted, dude.
Why? I could deal with ball, and ball can work, and it's easy to counter if somebody does, if there's a good ball.
The thing I like
Ball takes a lot of skill.
What I don't like about Ball is that Ball his boop is too inconsistent to the fact that even if you hit a wall, you'll slide off the wall and still like fall off of shit. That's stupid. The triple boop is dumb, and the mine lasts way too fucking long.
The triple boop is a pain in the ass to even get. Like, it's super hard. Like, I can barely do a double boop right now.
This map right here, I messaged Rack. I know you played fair in the past. I was like, you like the fair? He said, yeah.
I'm not gonna watch this because we already watched a Rialto. I don't feel like we need to watch another one.
When will we get Bongo?
Hold on, now you watch Rialto where I play fair though. That's the thing.
But this is not about this is not about you for you though.
Hey, I'm listening.
Wait, that's a full hold, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yes.
I messaged Rad said how you like the fair. He said it was good, but I want this to be super one-sided.
Let's go here.
This is why I come out in the Doomfist.
Oh, this is.
Welcome home.
Is this Sombra?
Yeah, you play Sombra, I play Doom.
Wait, they didn't let you let you off early? Why?
Because
The city's in lockdown right now. Yeah, at 8 o'clock. You're supposed to be getting off. Like, all the others, everything's closed. Walmart, everything's closed.
I think they're gonna be the.
Why the fuck is Taco John's?
I think they're gonna be the last map that I'm gonna review today, just because this VOD is already 2 hours.
It's like
2 hours and
2.5
hours long.
okay.
I killed Turret. I'm speeding. I'm speeding.
I love how, like... Oh, hey, that's great. What is this?
McCree, get the McCree out of here.
Solid. Care for every surface.
Come here, bitch. Come here, bitch. Come here, bitch.
Oh yeah, this thing is fucked. I mean, this map
I love
is
how
fucked.
our rotation was supposed to be right up the stairs, and then we catch the fucking Reinhardt with his pants down.
Come here,
Just
bitch.
run him over.
Cause it's like
He
I,
got boosted to the face.
cause like I need you.
Right, you got boosted to the
So
face,
like
brother.
that right there is you know when you were a kid and you used to wrestle with your brother. That was Apple and Cold wrestling.
You know, and then the other one
Wait,
was for our mom.
what was going on?
what?
I'll show you. So this guess
Oh.
this BAP decides to like.
Oh, when we both
Yeah,
went to
yeah.
go get him? I like missed him. He like jumped back over or didn't jump all the way? Yeah, he jumped back over.
Come
here, bitch.
Your mind right here, like it pushed them a little bit forward.
Go for it. Hit him up.
Look at that.
This looks great, actually.
Me and Zebra fuck with the people up top.
Same with Reiner up or back up, but I mean they don't really have any supports right now. So
Ooh, big fire strike.
it's free push. Reaper.
You could just walk into the SIG.
You expect anything less from me? Aussie, come on.
I expect a lot less from you,
So,
man.
so Apple's dead here, but you guys are still up, and you guys are still getting free car progress. This is a Reaper up top.
What I've noticed is this dude right at Hydra, like,
Oh, fuck.
tried to like outdo me on a lot of DPS. So like, he tried to pick heroes that I picked a lot,
He's just like you. He wants that 1v1.
but he didn't win most of them. That's why he won a lot.
I know. That's why he got tilted. He's probably getting tilted in one of that 1v1.
The Reaper failed. Down. He fucking slid. Just McCree's up top.
I think that's just
Hi,
DPS
Reaper.
brain.
Look at this shit.
That's
look
how
at
I
this shit,
feel.
look at this
When I
shit.
see someone go Doom, I'm like,
And he gets bubbled too, and he's just like, and he's out in our team.
Watching somebody go Tracer, I do it, so I don't blame him. But
Oh yeah, this BAP. I thought he was gonna fall, but like, he still dies.
I was reloading. I was like waiting, but he had jumped off by the time I was done reloading.
so like,
'Cause I wanted to one
I
shot him.
seen him use the rock, but I didn't see the grass. But I figured I could ult anyway.
Nope, you fucked up. And then I get him anyway. I was like, get the
Oh,
fuck. And he's gone. Look at that. Look at that scoop and boop.
So I want to see this again because I called that a B could have saved you here, but I don't think it would have. No, it would not. So it's a good.
He still had high noon.
It's a good idea that you didn't actually commit the beat here, because like let's say he can kill through the beat, and the angle that you guys were with the shield would have broken, and you guys would have still died to the noon. So don't worry about it. Yeah.
So cold, you're good.
Yeah, you're good. Like I
Wait, we got what?
Like I called here. I called you that you should have beat it, but the actual call was not to, because you could die through beat with noon. So holding it is good.
Yeah, he
slamming boot.
Yeah, so that
he instantly like high noon, and I was like, I'm not gonna beat
like
this.
if you guys were closer together, and you guys were behind the shield, it would have actually been better. But since you weren't,
Yeah. No, yeah, I was way out in the open. I was like, I'm gonna die no matter what, so I need to.
Yeah, Rad is teasing me with alcoholic drinks, and I'm like, I need some.
I know. He's a bartender. Those look great. I love it. Rad, like, they keep putting Hydra in as a DPS. It must be the Smurf.
Yeah.
My inner Vod
Dang, he's on your ass.
is rattled. And look, we were rotated right, and they're all thinking we're gonna go left.
Get your baited, bitch.
And there goes the back line. There goes the shatter.
Yo, this Reaper says all right here. Look. Get this shit out of here. Get
This shit is gone.
We need really good aggressive beat here in order to give your team more space.
Space. The only thing left is 2 people, 3 people.
Yeah, we used a lot of ultimates though.
Yeah, I was like, oh, we really went crazy.
Yeah, that was what? That was tired.
3, 4
lessons. Grab, beat.
Yeah.
Then I just swapped crease.
Well, I thought that like it was already like I didn't do it spur of the moment. I think it was already like I'm supposed to tire here or whatever.
We know you want to play the game. It's okay.
The thing about Apple's thinking about combo with that graph. So
I think someone called that too. Tire grab. So I was like, okay, just do it whenever, because I was behind them. And I kept calling it, and the grab didn't come out, so I just tired. But
Bro,
then
my
grab
flash
came
never
out.
hit right.
Boom!
How
Big slam.
How do I get better at flashing right? Because my shit's never hit. I'll be honest.
It's because of the way that
It's a psych out.
it's a psych out, and ping is an issue too, depending on the ping and how quickly you press the actual button for the ability. So like it depends on the multiplier favor, if the RNG of it favors you. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does.
Want to know some way to
in an environment where it's zero ping and you are able to consistently hit that flashbang, you will always get it.
Well, yeah, it depends how fast the Ryan is to react. As soon as he sees the flashbang, he can look up and block it. However, if you want to like juke out the Ryan, you can make him look up and throw it at his feet and flashbang.
So like I'm in plat, Ryan's don't look up.
So like this is that's actually a lie. It's a lot of it's a lot of Ryans that are tryhards and actually look up. This is McCree.
I'll catch it all the time.
This
How did the McCree get up there?
This McCree.
I thought he got boots.
I might have. Yeah, I might have.
This McCree decided like I'm gonna do this, and Apple's like, I know you're there. So there's Apple.
Like, what the fuck is
Watch
it?
Apple.
We know you're there, bitch.
Surprise!
What does Pro say? Surprise, motherfuckers!
Surprise! And he misses his flashbang.
I think it just himself.
That's a we'll be right back moment.
Yeah.
Oh, he's like, oh, I got this, guys. I'm gonna high noon to stall and get some kills.
The thing about it is like, if Apple puts you up there, he knows you're there, so he's gonna go for you.
I think he puts himself whenever he's seen Apple, so he just uses that flash.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the
half for that goddamn. That literally is the we'll be right back meme.
Who's on Genju? Oh yeah, I think he was a Genji main.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, another thing, Post. I don't really play DPS, but do you know how? How the fuck do I set up on these roofs? Or Apple, you do it a lot.
I think they. I think they changed how it works, so you can't stall in those spots anymore.
Really?
As well, yeah. You could still like kind of hang out like you were doing, but you can't stall like you once were able to.
Man, look at Rad not giving us props. Look at me. I come out of nowhere. Come here, brother.
Bye, man.
Push on. McCree's off to the right here. Get the McCree behind me.
I can't see you. Apple?
What? Oh. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. So I put my translocator like on the edge, and then I just kind of tapped backwards on accident, and I fell.
That's a be right back moment.
That feels bad.
That's a feels bad moment.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
fun
fair,
to
dude.
down both DPS. It's kind of tough.
Yeah, I know, and we're like, fuck, we gotta give him
But
space
we're both
here.
fast. We're both fast DPS.
Did I come over the top? I'm not gonna lie.
So I can just try my best and hold out, but and then he's like, oh fuck me, and then boom.
That's the max
Do I
shot.
come over the top? Please don't come over the top.
You do, but you come in at the last when it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah.
Dun, dun.
Yeah, you get frozen. That shit matched up as soon as I got frozen. I think I saw Hanzo here.
You do. Dun.
I wonder.
I was worried about that
I wonder
happening.
if Rad said something about Hanzo.
Rad called it to happen.
I mean, all he was doing was play McCree.
Okay, hold on, pause it here.
It's not funny.
Pause it right here. Apple, so you see where your translocator is?
Yeah.
That is a perfect spot to hide to hack Ryan from behind. And that's what I was calling for like the longest time. And I'm like, where are you at? I know you're invisible, but you're not invisible to me.
I don't remember.
Wait, it was calling for the hack on the Rhine. For
the hack shatter, and then like we started just kept getting pushed back and back, and you were like above me when you got finally got the hack.
Really feels like I ain't gonna say anything. Well, come here, bitch. No. What? I can't hear. Is it talking?
So I want you to see this. He bubbled Apple, and all of a sudden,
Oh, yeah.
Apple's
He's like, no, as he's invisible.
All of a sudden, he gave away his location.
And he was like, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, dude, I'm used to it. People throw their fucking healing orbs on me while I'm
Don't
invisible.
forget Mercy.
Pocketed by a Mercy?
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing? Or I'll be hiding in a corner and like Anna will be shooting me.
What the fuck? This Lucio comes to contest me.
Boom. Got the one, and then stunned him up. I'm frozen. But they're still down one, which is what the entire fight was, or the idea for Shadow was. And then look at Ryan. Look at how low Ryan is. I didn't want to leave the fight to push him, which is the smart thing. Despite him being himself.
Which is the smart thing because he has the May there with him.
Well, no, the Moira ran over to him. I think May was out or dead.
Zara's
Moira ran past me to get to Ryan.
Zara's there too. So.
Yeah, so it was a really good idea then.
I'm used to it.
The best hero. You have a lot of best heroes. Or we can just dragon the fucking sound barrier.
No, what the fuck is he doing?
Yep, and he just takes me for a ride. I'm like, okay with this. I'll just accept the ride into my team.
This that Ryan, like, he just walks up to you and then just pins you. What the fuck? He's like,
and my shield broke too. My shield was broken. We're pretty low. Like I was expecting the shatter to come through.
There's a situation where I normally don't agree with the EMP graph being a thing, just because like
they're already
EMP would win the fight. Yeah,
2 fight winning ults.
So like you don't need the EMP graph to win this particular fight.
That's why you don't grab nano blades.
It's like if anything, you could start working on getting like the graph dragon as a combo here.
Yeah, I can get dragon pretty quick too.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I didn't particularly like here. I know Lucky throws window here and also, so you got EMP, you got window, you have graph, and I know Cold uses trance, but that's because they use Blizzard.
We also have only one shield now, so we just need the one hack to slam them down on their asses.
Party!
So here it goes. So this is here, look at this crazy shit that's gonna happen right now. 3, 2, 1.
It's gonna be a big EMP, right?
Boom, boom, boom.
I'm waiting for the grab. I'm like, come on, where's the grab?
I was doing the same thing. I said, throw it whenever, throw it right here, throw it right here, throw it right here, and he was just like hiding there.
Yeah, back, and
that's the thing.
Whole team's on fire in the background.
So that's the thing about Cornish that I want him to understand. It's like when a grab needs to go out, it needs to go out. Like
like this.
There it is, though.
The more they're ready for it.
Yeah. So like
if we would have done it earlier, they probably wouldn't have thrown that blizzard at us.
But
actually, that's kind of good that they threw it.
Look at this. This EMP hits everybody minus the May. They can't push on you regardless, and you guys are already trancing. But fortunately, you guys are frozen. Well, except Neon. Neon came from the top.
And Baptiste.
Neon came from the top ropes.
I came in from like their corner, and I'm like, okay, fuck these guys. And I got my shatter back.
So that was 1, 2, 3, 4
trans as well.
No, it's just 4 ults. Dragon was gonna use. It's just 4 ults for 1. It's not the worst thing because for the graph, for example, you will use the immortality field. So not the worst thing.
Yeah.
And
then Deadeye. It's just we usually have to LOS anyway. So.
Well, I shoot him in the face.
And this is where I'm calling. Like, I need you up there.
Why
like,
is Rad hitting
fire
the
strike right there?
Because we use so many.
So where are you?
4 ultimates for 1. That's what he said.
Yeah, I'm like, I love how you said like, who are you? I'm like, I just put you right there,
bruh.
Bruh.
Michael, John, Elvin, where are you guys at? We're partying.
Dang.
I'm doing a VOD. I'm doing a VOD review that.
Yeah, there you are up there on that Blinky.
Wait,
He's gonna be on the phone the whole time. I don't want to hear it.
Okay, so here goes this.
I was never invited.
So
Ryan was scared. Honestly,
so you have Frosty in the high ground putting pressure already. You have Then the Baptiste is right here. You have this.
Yep.
So you have a really good. You guys got a really good defensive setup here. And all of a sudden, like from here, Apple just managed to hack the fucking May. All of a sudden, she can't do shit.
I'm trying to get it around the cart while also protecting the team. I'm like, I don't want to move because there it is.
Yeah, that was good.
And I counter with my shatter. Pretty sure. Boom! Get the fuck out of here.
Big slam.
So right here it's a
Talk about big slams. That's a big slam.
The main stupid. She should have just died with her team instead of trying to delay here, because all of a sudden this is just giving you guys more sustain, more all charge.
Look at my ult charge
and
again.
a stagger.
After that slam,
And a stagger.
I'm already up to 34%.
So I want you to look at the ults that they already have and that they've been sitting on for a little bit now, and they still haven't been able to use them properly. And all of a
Yeah,
sudden,
now we almost have window grab.
Trans is gonna be super close, and Apple's gonna start getting this thing super fast. So.
Okay. Alright. Watch for their own grab, watch for their coalescence. They probably have another McCree ult.
They still have beat. We have not gotten rid of beat yet.
Yeah, it was a very I felt sorry for that Reinhardt. I was just dunking on him all game.
They haven't really frozen anybody.
I might be able to get chance for that again.
So graph to bait the barrier then EMPs. It's a trick that you could use.
Zarya's marked.
Perfect. Apple's like, hey motherfuckers!
There's the beat. Hiding in center.
Luckily, I was able to build.
Yo, if they didn't beat that dragon would have been so big.
You guys also got a lot of time wasted here, because this cart was not moving until they had to commit 1, 2, 3 ults in order to push this shit.
Their mate swap Genji to kill me up top.
Mm-hmm.
We still have grab.
This is somebody who's definitely not comfortable on May.
Here, they can go look around. Guys, they're like, yo, who works? Doesn't who else can get out? These guys don't work here.
The right side.
These guys grab me. They grab me. How do they? Yeah, they shit.
No deflect. It's
Reinhardt hacked. Genji behind us.
Did you die mid EMP?
And then we double grabbed.
Huh? No, I didn't have EMP.
You didn't have EMP.
I heard you scream, so it sounded like you were mid EMP.
No,
I
was kind of hiding in like behind one of these little bridge pillar things, and I hacked. See where I'm at right now?
Yeah.
I go on the left side and I hack, but then McCree kind of sees me and comes up behind and then flashbangs me. And I should have known that he was going to do that because I had a feeling, but I was just being greedy, and I should have translocated it out after I got what I needed. But I stayed there too long.
So they grab and they lose their Genji, and they lose their Zarya instantly.
Zarya.
And we counter grabbed to hold him.
There was a really good play from Cornish right here, honestly.
I got grabbed.
Because all of a sudden, like, lucky you're supposed to window up here.
Yeah, we're like shooting through the window. And yeet.
I deleted their Genji. I was like, sweet.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where, like, you could if you countergraph like that, and you guys have better range than them, you could just wreck the faces.
Step back. We're gonna probably go up to the left. McCree's off to the right. They're pushing right.
Looking at each other. They're like, let me out of here! Let me out of here!
That gets you so hard.
Boom! Bye! I got the Genji because I knew he had Blade. Or I thought he had Blade at least.
There's an example of how to clown on a team that decides to, like, get cocky by putting their Smurfs or whatever in, and you guys are able to punish it a lot. Cause that was just a misplay on them a lot. They did a lot to, like, fuck it up.
And then he ran. Their Ryan was so scared the entire game.
By the way,
yeah, I would be.
By the way, Cornish, that grab, as a counter grab, what is it you can do? Beautiful. Both teams looking at each other. It was great.
Pause for anybody else.
Yeah, it's paused.
I paused it. That was the last map I'm gonna review. Just
Oh, I was I could hear it, but I couldn't see it. Like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, sometimes it does that when I don't know.
So
when there's a lot going on, I think.
So that's the last map we're gonna review. There's a couple things that we need to work on. A lot of it is a little fine tuning on the off tank role, where like we need to make sure to like be more proactive when it comes to dealing with like for our comps, whatever. Because I feel like Diva is Cornish's one of Cornish's weakest tank heroes. As Sigma is actually getting up there with his Zarya, which is good. His there was a moment in Well where he there's the moment in Well where he was able to get a Nano Genji with a whole hog to counter it, which is a good idea to do also. So he definitely has really good decision making on some of those heroes. It just remaining consistent when it comes to dealing with when he's on the Diva, because the playstyle is so versatile. There's so many different ways that you could go at it, but like you could add a lot of pressure, especially like on Pharah or even Echo. There's a lot, but Echo is kind of like an iffy subject with her, just because focusing beam is gonna like fuck you the fuck up so hard. No one likes her, but there's a reason for that. So definitely get a fix out on that. Have better timing when it comes to not using 20 billion ults at the same time.
Yeah.
Getting stock of combinations that could work a little better, and just thinking about if you're getting countered too hard, like for example on that Oasis map, if you're getting countered too hard by like getting cooked too hard by like a little mosquito tracer, into a composition that disables that. So like the Torb and the Ash and even the Brigitte with the Moira or the BAP and like the Rissa, and you could even put a Rissa Ryan.
Reaper.
Yeah,
Reaper against the monkey.
Yeah, something like that. Because it's gonna make it so that the monkey doesn't have the space that he wants to get anymore. So it's definitely that this week in particular I want to have the teamwork with, and we're gonna see how that goes. So other than that, this the end of the VOD review, because this shit is like almost 3 hours long.